All right, finishing up day 2 of the new player guide streams. I gotta do this so I can cut up the video. Let me post the stream out to everybody. Out of this, we need to go into here. Set in, bang, bang. Okay. Shouldn't take too long. This will be a shorter stream, hopefully. Yeah, what's up, more? Okay. Ooh, there's a couple leaves to buy. What's up? Welcome back, Bruley. Okay, so what all are we doing here? Level this up once. Are you doing good? I need to do a little bit more for day 2 of the new player guide. So we are going to get our spirit blooms for the hunt challenge event. But Alvin will come out and give me those charms. I guess I'll gonna try out the new Black Clover game. It depends on if I get enough done today. I'm trying to crank out stuff. So I took a break, ate breakfast. But okay. Playing this real quick. Javon. What's up, Javon? I saw your puppy in Discord. Playing this stuff real quick. Okay. Yo, hand guy. Yeah, hand guy first headhunt hero. I mean, that's not who I'm going to pick from it, but I'm a simp. Will come out. But yeah, I don't know about trying the new Black Clover game or not yet. So we're just doing this to wrap up day 2, so I have all the footage I need whenever I'm going into recording. So, or not recording, but actually editing the videos. I want to make sure I have everything I could possibly need done. So I've already claimed all this. Molagor challenge we've done a little bit for now. Okay, so we got a bunch of catalysts from these. Hello, welcome back. Thank you. This will be probably a shorter-ish stream, but there's just a couple things I want to get done. So that way every time there's a start of a new month, hey man, you making content for Rift? No, new players shouldn't do Rift. If you haven't been playing the game for 6 months or longer, you shouldn't even think about doing Rift. Is my opinion on it. Okay, so we need to obtain Blazing Rage and acquire Spirit Blooms. So we farmed some unrecorded history. So we're going to be trading in our Stigma for Spirit Blooms, and we need 8 Blazing Rages, which we're going to trade those in for. Let me claim all of this real quick. Okay, so we're going to claim all of this. Claim Angelica. Holy screen shake. Okay, that's all. Wait, I did a unit challenge. Oh, I eliminated 800 machinery on accident. Didn't realize I had already finished that. So in here, this is where you will go to get your spirit blooms for the hunt challenges. So how many did we need total? We needed 8 total epic spirit blooms. So each epic spirit bloom costs $42.50. So you have multiple ways of getting spirit blooms. This is the main way. Another way is either imprinting characters or transmitting characters. So we're going to do 4 from this. So if you do not have any way to get extra characters, you would need to do all of this. So you would need to keep farming unrecorded history. But we cheated the system and we ended up getting a dupe Destina. So with your 5-star characters, if you feed duplicate characters into each other, you also get some. So I'm going to go ahead and feed one Destina into the other one. And this will give me 4 epic spirit blooms, which will help me finish that challenge. So now I should have gotten 8 spirit blooms. Let's go see if that is finished. And as you see right here, that is done. Now we need 10 Blazing Rage Catalysts. So the way to get Blazing Rage Catalysts is either trade AP in for them or use your boxes. So we needed 8 of these, so let's just trade in our boxes for them just for simplicity's sake. We'll receive those. Now that is done. Now we need to clear Wyvern 7 20 times. And I don't think I've cleared it a single time yet. Okay. Claim all this. And then we're going to go in and clear Wyvern. We have to clear this 20 times. So this will give us a chance to chill, hang out, and whatever. So I'm going to farm both. I'm going to farm Wyvern while that's farming in the background. So I have not started working on any of my Wyvern characters yet. That'll be something. What's the music name? This is the Nikki OP playlist. But yo, Keisha, what's up? Legendary Moo, welcome back. But yeah, the playlist is just complete OST part 1. So it's just music from the game Nikki. I've been spamming that because it's just the easiest music for now. I'll find a couple other playlists over the next few days. Bryceria or DDR Turtle Play? They're both about the same. I think DDR right now is just insane, but it might just feel insane because he's new. So I'm not really sure for that one. It's close. I was able to get Destina with Crows and Mui. That's huge. Your team is set. Do you play Nikki as well? I do not. I've been considering playing it, but we do not currently play Nikki. Find it hilarious that the help channel Discord becomes second general channel when no one asks for help. What do you mean? I mean, it's probably the most active channel, which is why, but... Okay, so we should be able to beat this easy. I may have to go and set this to auto farm instead of unrecorded history, because I don't need to farm unrecorded history as much now. So after this run, I will cancel the auto farm and set this to... Do you play Black Clover Gacha? It's kind of similar to D7. I think I'm going to try it, but it just depends on how much I can get done today. So I do have a sponsor that I have to do either today or tomorrow. It's just an 8-minute real quick thing. So that's part of why I was like, I kind of want to go live and maybe get that done today, depending on how the stream goes. But as long as I get everything that I'm wanting to get done today, then yeah, I'm gonna end up trying it out. I mean, it looked fun, and everybody's trying it out today, so. Okay, so there is the first clear. Very, very easy. So now what I'm going to do is cancel my background battle. Sell everything first. Okay, sell that. And let's cancel the background battle. And then I'm going to farm Wyvern 7 19 more times. Could never get a Nikki, just not my type of game. Yeah, the soundtrack is amazing, but it's kind of how I was. I was like, I don't know if I really want to play that game. It's kind of, yeah. Little extreme for me. Okay, so let's back out of this. Just leave my old account and start a new one. Not the worst idea. I know it probably feels bad to do, but all right, let's do some arena while that's going. We'll just complete a couple quick things. You got Vildred from free 10 summons. You better use her story than any of these units. You can use Vildred over free Spiriteria if you wanted, but the reason free Spiriteria is so nice because she's already plus 15 and basically does the same thing. So Vildred can be used in Banshee if you're not one-shotting it, or he can be used in certain one-shot comps, but most of the time when you get new characters at the beginning, if you're following my guide, just ignore that you got them. If you're building a character for PvE, it's not really worth it. Restarting an account will always feel bad. It'll feel bad at first, but once you see the progress. Are you going to rename this account? Yeah, I probably should at some point. I don't know what to name it, though. I'll rename it at some point. Either once we come with a good name or... Well, 27 subs today? Well, it's 27 subs between today and yesterday. I don't know. I think we got like 12 today and 15 yesterday. We've been getting a ton. Why would you restart an account, though? Just to spend your resources better, fix your early game mistakes. So that's what I did when I originally started E7. I played for 2 months, and then I made a new account, and my new account was better than my 2-month-old account, and like it was in like 2 weeks. It was already better. So when you know what you're doing in Epic 7, you can make insane. Deity 2024 free to play. That is, I think that's too long. I think you only get like 10 characters for your account name. But yeah. A lot of the time, in a game like Epic 7, where your account, as long as you don't spend money on it, DDR Bryceria for aggro, I think DDR, dude. From what I've seen of DDR, he's like impossible to counter. But Bryceria is also, she's in the same spot, Keebly. It's hard. Actually, I don't know. They're pretty similar. Like, I feel like either one picked in almost the same slots is going to do the same thing. Bryceria might be a little bit safer into certain things, but at the flip side of that, Deity the Ray is safer into other things. It's not even that DDR's sleep is insane. Half the time, I don't even click a sleep button. I just do the injury damage, and injury damage wins me the game over time. Like, the injury damage is insane. Even without clicking S3 on DDR, he's wild. That's what's crazy about it. You get CR push. He becomes a pseudo cleanser if you're on Potion File. Like, there's so many really, really good things about Deity the Ray. I'm learning that you can pick him literally in any draft, and he pretty much works. Hey, good morning, Anab. Got Destina Crozet with Moonlight already start, and Stene with Moonlight. Yep, there you go. DDR is premium standard unit, yeah. Fumir is in the meta. Fumir is usable, but she's hard to use. Is the best way to put it. Like, Fumir, ever since DDR came out, Fumir is even harder to use. So if they pick DDR, you're not picking Fumir. It's not gonna working. DDR is Aola 2.0. I think DDR is better than Angel Light Angelica. By a lot, actually. Because Angel Light Angelica doesn't have a skill too. She has AoE, she has AoE skill null, which is nice, but they're used for different things. But you can use DDR in a lot of spots you would use AOL. He's really good. For a beginner who rerolled from random pool? What do you mean random pool? But yeah, Fumir, there's a reason I told new players not to pull Fumir, but yo, Damnation, what's up? So I have an American Eagle sponsor I can do today if we get to like enough viewership. It'll be a quick 8-minute thing. I have to do it either today or tomorrow, and I think today would be the better day just to get it done. Plus, it's the last day of the month. But if you guys are willing to just lurk and leave the stream open, it would help me. Hot dog undies again? Dude, they keep giving me gift cards. I think I'm going to get jeans this time. I bought, last time I got a wallet, I got cologne. The first time I got socks, a ton of boxers, and some other like all stuff that cost $10. Last time I'm wearing one of the shirts I got. This was one of the American Eagle shirts that I got with the last gift card. I got like 3 shirts, a wallet, cologne, and now I got another $100 gift card to spend. I don't know what to get this time. I think getting 1 pair of jeans and some little stuff. Maybe 2 pair of jeans. They have some jeans on sale right now for $30. So I want like skinny jeans. But the bad thing is not being able to try on jeans before I buy them feels really bad. Get a hoodie. I have like 8,000 hoodies. Hoodies are the thing in my life that I never need more of. And coats. Like hoodies and coats, I have infinite hoodies and coats. So it's definitely jeans. I'm running low on jeans. You need more? I do not need more. The problem is because I have so many hoodies, I'll just keep wearing them and then I'll have the biggest pile of laundry in the universe. That's the problem. When you have too many of certain clothes and stuff, you just end up with an insane pile of laundry. Instead of just doing your laundry because you're running out of stuff, you just keep wearing new stuff. Hoodie is cool. I don't know about getting American Eagle hoodie either, though. I don't really want to get, because they have their logos on everything. I think all their hoodies probably have a pretty big logo on it. So I like I mean, I have a Puma hoodie I wear, but that's like the only logo hoodie I have. Every other hoodie is just very, very plain. Does you get ML5 from summons in this account? No, hopefully I don't. Since it's a guide account, I don't want anything like that, because I don't want people to feel like if they're following the guide, I don't want them to feel like they're not doing or not getting lucky and want to quit the game. So my goal is to hopefully not get anything on my summons. Hopefully. That's what happened with the first guide account. It was perfect because people saw how unlucky I was. Never heard of American Eagle, so I may check out the hoodie. It's got a link. If you're able to hang out in the stream for a while, I'll be doing the sponsor later in the stream. I'll have the link then. I don't have a link like at the ready right now. I have to pull up all the sponsor stuff. I rerolled a new account with Brig, Asteria, Destina, Tamara, and Asteria. What should be the main team to clear everything? Brig, Tam, Asteria, Stene. I guess that works. Brig, Tam, Asteria, Stene will probably beat everything in the game. The only thing you might struggle against is Mort. You might need to change Asteria out for another tank, like Raz. What are the best team comps for summer break? Charlotte and RTA cleave comps. Anything that goes fast to push her up. She doesn't really work too well in non-fast teams. I don't think. I don't know. I've never tried her in slow comps. I used to, but ever since her buff, she doesn't really get used in non-cleave style setups. Hey, making videos of the streams. I'm making videos out of these. So I'm doing the streams just so people can watch every single like click and thing that I do if they want, but I'm also taking that, editing it up. So that's why I'm doing this right now. So tonight or after stream, I can make 2 videos. I can make day 1 and day 2 video today and just upload them, upload one, then upload next one the next day. In December, I want to upload, like December, I want to go crazy for content. There's so many things that I've been like backed up on that I want to just clear all of it out. How far in episode 2 are you right now? Chapter 2, I believe. I believe chapter 2. So day 1 is clearing 10-10 and doing like little stuff. Day 2 is clearing as much unrecorded history, starting hunt challenges. Day 3 is clearing almost all of chapter 3, if not clearing all of chapter 3, or part 3. They're not in days, so I'm just going to label them as parts. But part 3 is that, and then clearing a bunch more challenges. Part 4 is going to be getting your Wyvern team completely set up and ready, clearing probably, if we haven't cleared chapter 3, finish clearing chapter 3 on day 3, or chapter 2 on day 3. And then day 5 is setting up your Wyvern team, learning how to farm Wyvern, getting your team together to beat it, and then starting the Banshee Hunt Challenge day 6. I have it pretty mapped out, but I have to like change a couple things. So what would be the easiest to follow? Is this a good time to restart? Yeah. I mean, the best day to start Ava 7 is, see, look at these charm packs, by the way. $20 for, this looks like a ton of stuff. That's what I was saying. Charm packs are like one of their highest selling things. These packs are definitely very enticing for new players. But yeah, always the best day to restart E7 is yesterday. Or today. So it's never really worth it to wait until a certain time unless you're going to be re-rolling for an ML5. And at that point, you're probably not going to get the ML5. And you would have been better off starting before. So, I mean, but if you want to gamble, you can. Are we making another gear guide? Yes. And this next gear guide, I promise it's going to be infinitely better. I'm going to make a gear guide going over everything. And then I'm going to do a crafting session after that is showing all the stuff I talked about in practice. So there's going to be a gear guide that simplifies all gear and explains it all at the dumbest level possible, and then showing the getting gear in practice. I've learned from my mistakes from the first guide. This guide will be much smoother. Okay, so what are the next things? Not gonna lie, anniversary seems like best time starting account in E7. It technically is, but all right. So buy one epic catalyst on recorded. I don't want to do this yet because I want to wait until I finish the hunt challenges. So what we're gonna do is just go in and try to clear some more adventure, if I can. If anything, we'll do some like side adventure stages. You'll get a head start when there's anniversary. Other than that, it doesn't matter. Well, the thing is, if you start before anniversary, you also get all the anniversary stuff with an already established account. So still, it holds true. The best day to start E7 is just whatever day you learn about the game. UI change time. If they better not. They're doing a video competition for people making videos. And they suggested like new player or like guide videos. So if I make a new player guide and they go and change the stuff again, I'm going to be furious. At least give me 3 months. As long as the guides are good for 3 months, that's cool. I'll do it again in 3 months. But if I do all this and they change like what you get at the beginning, I'm going to throw a fit that I have to redo it all again. Because like say that they change like selective summon, say they change anything like that. Oh my goodness, I'm going to lose my mind. You look nothing like Furious? What do you mean? When did I ever say I look like Furious? Oh, I'm saying I would be furious. Yeah, you're right. Okay, I understand. I get it. UI improvements? Yeah, I don't know. Okay, next question. I have 142 Mirage coins. Not sure if I should get another 80. What would I buy? Landy, another copy of Guiding Light, or Song of Stars? How many Guiding Lights do you have? Did you buy one with powder yet for that? So Guiding Lights, I suggest if you don't have any, at least getting 2 for the first rotation. Get 2 Guiding Lights. In terms of if you don't have Landy, getting Landy isn't bad either. So if you don't have a copy of Landy, that's good. Try to get 2 Guiding Lights, whether it's buy 1 for Mirage Coins or whatever. This dude's still streaming. I'm streaming again because I want to finish up day 2 of the new player guide for this. Are you pulling a custom banner? No, I will not be pulling a custom banner on this account. Because other players are not going to have custom banner. This is the 2024 guide. So if someone watches this in February, there's not going to be a custom banner at the time. So I do not want to take stuff that people are not going to be able to attain. That's why there's 2,000 conquest points, a slate, a potion, all that stuff sitting in my mailbox because I'm not claiming it because it'd be unfair. So no, anything that is time gated right now, I will not be doing. I will be doing the headhunt event, but I won't be using the ML5 for it. I won't be using the ML5 until later. So once I start getting into RTA, once I get past Masters, that's when I'm allowed to use whatever ML5 I get from that. I'm not allowed, if I pull an ML5 or any, if I pull any ML5s, basically, I'm not allowed to use them until after I reach Masters for the guide. And once after I reach Masters, I'll do a Road to Champion series this time. Last time I planned on doing it, but I just didn't have the time to do it. But this time I will commit to doing it. I wish they put the old UI layout with the new UI graphical style. Yeah, I would like that too. Which ML5 would you pick? Conquer, Lily, Slinehurt, Ceremony, or MLCan? One of those. Use the selector and release it for blooms. I did. I already did. I did use. So I got Destina from the free ticket. I got Destina, and then from selector, I got Destina. So I have 3 Destinas on the account right now. Well, I have 2. Why does Bozo reset stream again? Because I realized I need to finish some stuff because I want to make 2 videos today. Your 23. Oh, my 2023 guide's still fine. You can still follow the 2023 guide. But the problem is a lot of people getting into the game are going to see the 2023 guide. They're going to see all the UIs change. They're going to see you can't feed gear into gear, and they're going to ask, is this guide still even relevant? So hopefully by doing this, people won't have that question. I'm going to do my best to make sure that people know that this guide is fine to follow if you're clicking on it whatever time. So 2 live streams the same day. Yeah. I mean, I used to do that every day. I used to stream in the morning and afternoon. The powder change is probably the single biggest change. Yeah, the powder change is like throwing everyone off. I've gotten probably 1,000 comments about it. Like, oh, what should I do? I can't feed gear into gear. I've probably gotten 1,000 comments on it. But hey, the first guide video got 100,000 views though, which is super cool. That's a big milestone. That's a big video in Epic 7. Like how their problem is gear, not eat gear anymore. Sad, yeah. Yeah, I'd mentioned that the UI changed. I'm gonna mention everything at the beginning. I already have I have the beginning of the video pretty much scripted. Biggest E7 YouTuber. Day 2 Wheel Legend yet? Basically. I'm just missing characters, gear, level, account level. The only reason I'm not Legends because I'm not high enough level to be in to even play RTA yet. It's the only reason. The game's holding me back. That is fair, I guess. It's fair for you guys. Oh, I remember this fight kind of being annoying. I remember Cowrick being reasonably upsetting to fight before you actually get the hunt stuff. Because he gets 2 lives, doesn't he? For some reason I feel like he gets 2 lives. Oh, hi Deity, I got break from new account and I will start over again. You do you, big dog. Should I build Tieria again? I'm on episode 4N. No, if you're already at the end, you don't need Tieria. We switch Tieria off after a certain point generally. I don't really know what I'm supposed to do for this fight. Repeating my earlier question, can you at least set up the custom banners to people that do? I mean, I've gone over it a bunch, and I'm going to say in the video what I would get, but the custom banner's only here for 6 more days. If you don't start the custom banner in the next 6 days, it's gone forever. So I've said it like a million times the last few days what I would do for it. Probably more than a million, to be fair. Shurian worked to build in this meta? Yeah, Shurian's still really good. I was picking her almost every single game not that long ago. But Tomaz, what's up? On his way to murder 10-10 for the 15th time. Yep. Do you have to kill the little guys at the same time? I'm trying to remember what this was. Are you 6-star interior? Yeah, I'm gonna 6-star interior. I feel like I remember Kaurik coming back with health. I do not remember why. I could have probably just argued there and won. Let's just slam Arky and see what happens. Maybe I win. He revives. He didn't revive. See? I swore he like gained health or something at some point, but hey. Easy. Alright, so we cleared chapter 2, but one of these fights he does? I thought it was that one. For some reason, I thought I autoed that stage in the past and then came back and it didn't finish, and I was sad. Alright, I'm gonna do some of the extra side stages. So what we're waiting for now is Wyvern 20 to clear. Or not Wyvern 20, Wyvern 7 to clear 20 times. That's what we're waiting for. So they're gonna use the same 4-10-10 team. I haven't decided yet on that. I think if I do the one-shot comp, I can guide people through doing it. But I'm scared to do the one-shot comp and have a bunch of people struggle with it. That's my biggest fear of doing that. So I don't know if I go over both options or not. I just don't know how easy the one-shot's gonna be. Like doing the one-shot without any friend support, anything like that. You always do both. Yeah, just do more work. Yeah, just do more work. I know I could just do both, but we'll see. Oh yeah, Lab revives. Oh, it's Malachus's. That's where he revives. That makes sense. But yeah, gets switched off after episode 3. Then you have ML Shoe and Mercedes carry you through episode 4. I don't use Mercedes for episode 4. I still use Stene. You can use Shoe or Mercedes plus Stene. What's your opinion on Epic 7 PvE? It's the worst PvE in any video game that is a gacha game. You're better off, if you're playing Epic 7 for PvE, you're better off playing any other game. Epic 7 PvE is, like, what are you farming for? Epic 7's a farming game, so you're farming characters to fight the same PvE you're already beating. What's the point? I just don't get it. I feel like that is just the biggest waste of time. But if that's you want to do it, then go for it. But PvE in Epic 7... like if your goal of Epic 7 is PvE, you can clear it all super easy with whatever characters. And then from there, you're farming Wyvern to make your PvE teams beat PvE the same. What gear for beginners? The free gear gives you. I mean, follow the guide. Follow the guide series. I have I don't know what gear for beginners. I don't know what gear for what. What are you asking? What gear should you use for beginners? I show all the gear going through this series. The level 75 pieces, the login pieces, the pieces from Hunt. Pegasus boots from chapter 1. If you're starting now, you're gonna be able to get the returning player stuff, or maybe not. Maybe it's if you started before yesterday. You think he does heal back up next time you fight him? Yeah. There's something about Kaurik. Every time I see him, I just remember the fight being annoying. So. Be like me and beat Zeo on day 8. That's not for me. I'm good. I'll beat Zeo on like day 12 or 14. That's good enough for me. I don't need no day 8 Zeo. More work equals more views, maybe? That's usually not how it works. Usually the videos that do the best, you got the returning stuff today? Okay, so returning stuff's here for at least one more week. If you start your account within the next week, you'll get a couple extra gear sets. So I got the speed set on this account, but I'm not using it. The returning player speed set. I'm going to get all the returning player stuff on this account, but I am not going to use it at the beginning. I'm going to save it. Music got me thinking my Nikki was playing in the background. Yeah, after today, I'm going to try to switch to a different playlist. It's just hard to find any playlist that isn't going to get copyrighted on YouTube. I just don't want my videos getting, since I want all of the series up long term so people can watch it, I don't want my videos getting taken down because some random group copyrighted one of the songs that I use in something. See, 12 days is pathetic. I beat him 30 minutes. I don't even think if you had like hacks in E7, that'd be possible. If you one-shot every stage, just skipping through story just to reach you would still probably take 2 hours. You listen to the Doom Eternal playlist? How heavy is that? You gotta think we're making a new player guide. I don't want like super screaming, super heavy music in the background. Like this Maple Story music might be too chill. Like trust me, I would like the Doom Eternal playlist. I just don't know how good that'll be for someone who's just trying to sit and Doom is very heavy. That's what I thought. I don't think the Doom playlist for someone sitting here just trying to play alongside someone playing the game, it's gonna be very good. Dokkan OSTs, that might not be bad. Is the Pokemon games music copyrighted? No, but the battle music in Pokemon games, it's basically, if I'm gonna play Pokemon music, I'll probably just play Maple Story music. What about the Halo playlist? Persona 5, so I tried to do Persona 5, and there's a couple Persona 5 songs within the game that get copyrighted on YouTube. I tried doing Persona 5 not too long ago. That's one of my favorite soundtracks to listen to. But there's a couple songs in the big playlist that get flagged. So YouTube makes content creation so annoying. That's like Twitch, it doesn't matter what I listen to, but YouTube is on another level about their copyright stuff. Ferret Walk Infinite Loop. At that point, I'm gonna play the Dragalia Lost summoning music on Infinite Loop. Dude, the Dragalia Lost summoning music goes so hard. That was like my favorite thing to listen to. I used to listen to it on all my old summon videos. Nails on Chalkboard playlist. I miss Dragalia Lost, so do I. Dragalia Lost was such a fun game. I really miss Dragalia Lost. They did that game so well. It's just they killed emulator support. They would not let you play it on emulator, and that's what killed the game. I know for a fact that's what, if they hadn't done that, Dragalia Lost would have maintained a really, really active player base. Killing emulators on any game kills the streaming community. So like that was a big part of it was a big part of Dragalia Lost was the community, because I mean you played with other players to be bosses, so you had to find other players. Killing the streaming community for the game killed the game for a lot of people who that's what they relied on to play with other friends. Your spirit is doing a ton of damage. But yeah, she's plus 15. 3 spirit tier, there's a reason you don't take Vildred or anything from selective summon. It's because your Tieria is just going to out damage them with no investment. You get everything for free for this character. It's pointless to take anything else early game. I got an ad, and when I had ad blocker up, how's that possible? Your ad blocker is not advanced enough. You got to think, ad blockers are always in competition with the websites that want to give you ads. So ad blockers have to continuously update their stuff, like non-stop. All right, well, once we finish that, I might play a couple games of RTA, still too. It's only 12 o'clock. I'm going to try to stay up till 9. That gives me, if I stream for another hour to 2 hours, that gives me 7 hours to work on YouTube videos today. Before the end of the month. And Twitch staff always lurking. Is Twitch staff lurking? The only Twitch staff that I've ever seen in our stream is Surrey. Hi, sir. Which EE for Sigra? Best Sigra EE is the 75%. Once the HP is 75%, you get extra hit. That is the best EE. That's one. I don't know if that counts. I don't think Surrey cares. He just chills and plays Epic 7 himself, so. Okay. Let's go here, clear this. So have you gotten Tamarin, but you're still using Destiny? No, I have not gotten Tamarin yet. We're going to be... Tamarin is going to be part of the day 2 guide too, though. We're just clearing stuff to get as many bookmarks as possible. But yo, Daniel, what's up? But no, right once you get Tamarin, you switch it out for Destiny. But I'm not rushing Tamarin too hard right now. I'm gonna get her on day 2, but like at the end of day 2. because we want to get as many bookmarks as we can before we start summoning on her, just so that hopefully we can just get her in one summon session and not have to keep going back. Ready to full pity Tamarin? I full pity Tamarin on the last guide account, and then I got her from the Wyvern summons right after, I think. It was like instantly I summoned her, and then the next day, part of the guide, I summoned her from the elemental summons. So. Isn't it extra bleed one because Wyvern debuff threshold? No. You don't do nearly as much damage there. If you don't have consistent enough debuffs, putting extra bleed chance on Cigarette, it's not really going to help you that much. Especially as a new player, you need the extra damage. And the 75% HP one is going to be used in other content if you're going to be using your Cigarette for one-shotting or anything. It just gives way more. E7 main cord told guys, E7 main cord, some of them know what they're doing, most of them do not. So either one you use is fine. It's not really going to matter, but the best one is going to be the extra damage one as a new player, because most people don't build their Cigarette with effectiveness really anyway. So giving an extra chance if you don't have 65 effectiveness on her, it doesn't really help anything. Cigarette is usually just full damage with a splash of effectiveness just to try to get an extra debuff here and there. I have had a terrible experience with the official Epic 7 Discord. What they tell you will probably work fine because it's what they do, but most of them, they're their own little like echo chamber. That's the thing. Like Twitch is a broad variety of people's minds, whereas the Epic 7 official Discord is an echo chamber that if you say anything or bring up anything that goes against their little grouping, they are going to heavily disagree with it. So the nice thing on Twitch is you can go talk to a bunch of different communities and get different opinions on everything, and all the opinions get like bounced off each other until we come up with whatever we think's the best, mostly collectively. If you ask any streamer, most of us will give you the same advice on almost anything. Whereas theirs is just someone made a guide at some point, they saw the guide, that's the only brain power they have is to suggest the one guide that they had someone make 5 years ago. That is the difference. But again, the official Epic 7 Discord does not care for me, a good chunk of them, and I do not care for them either. I recommend anything but the extra bleed chance. Yeah, that's my opinion on it. I would recommend any of them besides that one. The extra damage is very, very useful for new players beating Wyvern because you're not gonna have the best gear. And if you use Furious and Mui, you're gonna have enough debuffs. You will have plenty of debuffs between those two. You have blind chance, burn chance, defense break, attack down, and possible bleed chances from Cigarette. That's plenty of debuffs. Is a free ML after episode 4 gone? No, that stays forever. I'm trying to decide who to use my Sigil Push on, Free Spirit Tier Cigarette or a Momo, who I'm using for a Wyvern. Free Spirit Tieria, I would say, is probably just the easiest first character to use it on, because she's going to help you farm unrecorded history faster at the beginning. So she is probably the best target for it. And then your second 6-star, your potion 6-star is going to be probably Free Spirit Tieria. I would put Cigarette in Grace of Growth still, but we're going to end up taking Cigarette out of Grace of Growth after like 10 days this time. I'm going to have you guys take her out early. Mitch, when are you going to continue with the Abyss guides? Today. I think I'm stupid. I beat episode 4 and don't see it. You need to go into Moonlight Theater and watch all of the Fallen Lands. Hey, whoever did some surveys, thank you. So we do have a sponsor going on that it's only for the United States. I'll go over that in a little bit too. But we do have a sponsor that if we get, the more surveys we get, the more money somebody wins, up to $5,000, which is really cool. I'm going to heavily promote it this weekend, but I'll talk about it here and there. It's the easiest sponsor possible too. But it's only US, so. But anyone in the US who enters it and does a couple of the surveys for it will be entered to win. Its prize is dependent on how many total surveys we get done. But if we get 10,000 total surveys, it's $5,000. Lame, that's only US, yeah. It's US companies, so it makes sense why it's only US, but You want to get a history farm team so you can grind golden stigma for more 6 stars? Yeah, that's why you do Terraria first. How to beat Zio 1010? Exclamation point YouTube. Click new player guide. Click Zio 1010 video. Some of these questions, I've covered everything that you could possibly do, and I cannot tell you. It's going to take me 7 minutes of talking to explain to you how to beat Zio when you can go to YouTube. I have a video on every single thing beating for a new player except for Abyss 90 to 100 and my Labyrinth video. I still haven't done that yet, but I'll eventually do it. What gear or what level of gear you need for Wyvern 13 just got demolished. You need to pretty much max your gear for Wyvern 13. For your first clear, you can maybe get away with a couple pieces a little lower, but you need pretty much max gear. You can't go in with like +6 gear. It will not work. Gotta level it up a lot. There's certain things you can't really get by doing the bare minimum on this game. Additional S1 gives additional chance at debuff anyways, so it adds up being more with the extra attack. Yeah, it does. That's why it's the S3 at 75%. You get an additional S1 hit more often, which it gives you another chance at a debuff. So that's why that's better than the bleed one. But you also get more damage out of it too. But getting the additional hit at a higher HP threshold is just better. Don't be like me and roll all HP% on Sigurd here. It's still gonna work fine. I beat Zio using another vid, building the units in your old guide. Too much for me, to be honest. Yeah, so did you do the one-shot? The thing is, you built the one-shot team, but you had the anniversary artifact, probably. I'm gonna guess. You had the Our Beautiful Seasons anniversary artifact. New players are not gonna have that, and that's why I'm scared to suggest trying to do the one-shot team for it. Most people use that anniversary artifact because it's a ton of extra damage. You're pretty close though, 1/3 life remaining. Yeah, if you just level up gear a little bit, you should be able to beat it. Alright. So we finished that. Guess I'll clear this out while we're here. How many Wyvern runs have we completed though? Let me look at this. 11. Oh, we failed one? Oof. I used Trophy Artifact, the double sword looking one. Trophy Artifact. I don't even know what that one is. Do you adjust big or adjust flag dumping in your guides? Flag dumping, you mean like queuing into or fighting a person, backing out, fighting the person again, backing out, fighting them, and then you don't lose points? I do cover that. Yeah, I covered that multiple times in the guide. So who's a better choice on what? Soul. Sorry, oh, sorry today. Is Sez a good choice on Selective Summon? I got Tamer and Illinev from Daily Summon. No, Sez is not a good choice. The best choice for Selective Summon 1 is either Destina. In my opinion, Destina's #1. Asaria is going to be your #1 if you don't really want to get into PvP of this game. But I highly suggest, I'm not going to make a guide showing using Asaria because I really think if you're playing this game for PV, you're going to quit the game anyway. So I'm not going to cater a guide to people I don't see sticking with the game long term. My goal with this guide is to get people into the game, show them how to get to the best point possible to stay with the game long term. I'd recommend Asaria, or maybe Saria if you can get her, or Destina. Yeah, Destina is my recommendation because without her, getting into early RTA is extremely hard. And you can get by all PvE content, especially as an early player, without Asaria, and you can get Asaria later. You can get Asaria in 2-3 months when you finally are wanting to do the harder content. Pick Destina if I have Tamarin? Yes. Destina will be for PvP though. You will not, Destina will sit in your box for probably 2 weeks, a week to 2 weeks, and you won't touch her. Tamarin is only PvE then? Yes, Tamarin is PvE only. Picked Asaria, quit after 2 months. It's just, trust me, I know the game. I've been around 5 years. I've been streaming for 5 years. I've gone and watched hundreds of thousands of people play this game. I know what people quit off of. I have more exposure to, like, there's a reason I suggest this stuff. I've seen it all. That's an insane artifact to gatekeep. Yes, it is. Obviously, still better to have her, but at least people can still getting a cleansing option. Yeah, you get Meteor to Cowrick, but the thing is, Destina is a revive option, which is really good to help you fight early anti-cleave. Says whenever you first get an RTA, everyone's cleaving you. So the more options you have to counteract that, the better. You watch hundreds of thousands of people play. I mean, over 5 years, yes, I'm sure I have. Like I've seen people have seen the questions. It's been a lot. It's got to be 100,000 people, right? Over 5 years of streaming as much as I have, plus making YouTube videos, hearing feedback, seeing Discord conversations for 5 years. It's got to be 100,000 different people, probably way more. So I've seen more people's Epic 7 experience than most people would ever see. Asaria plus Tamarin demolishes a lot of PvE, but Destina enables a smoother. Yeah, that's Asaria Tamarin. I don't even think it's that good. Everyone's like obsessed with it. Like, I don't even think it's that good. It's okay, but I'd rather have 2 damage dealers, Tamarin, and then a front tank. 2 damage dealers, a front tank, and then hopefully one of your damage dealers defense breaks. But I'd rather have this team right here than Tamasaria. I would rather have this all day. Always. Because I have this doing damage, this doing damage. Asaria is grass, so every time you're trying to use her as your defense break, you're missing defense break on any fire character. So by having double element neutral plus Tamarin for heals on a tank that can defense break, that's just infinitely better in my eyes. Like I tried to use Asaria on an account recently with Tamarin, and it's like it felt worse than going through with this team and then switching this out for Shu later. When you playing Black Clover, I don't know, Charfade. I'm debating. I have to finish a couple things for the new player guide today. Is Tank Arrowell a good tank for adventure? No, Arrowell is a PvP character. She can work for adventure, but like Raz is just way better because he has defense break and Arrowell doesn't. I'm Black Clover main now. What's up with Abyss guys? 90 to 100? Abyss 90 is too hard for me. I can't beat it. You guys are on your own. Once you get to Abyss 90, that's way too challenging for content for me. No shot. You guys will have to figure it out yourselves. Teach me how to do it. This is your turn to be the guide creator. No, I'm gonna do them. I'm gonna do them. I know it's been forever. I just hate Abyss. I don't want to do it. I do not want to do Abyss content, but I will suffer through it, get it done, and I won't have to do it again. I don't want to answer more Abyss 92 questions. I will get the videos up. I will eventually do it. So once I get it up, you know how nice it's going to be not hearing that question anymore? I've been hearing that question for 2 months because I've been too lazy for 2 months. Stop doing Abyss. Yeah, you're going to quit Abyss at 102 anyway. But getting the rewards from Abyss 90, 91 to 100, they're really nice. So I'll try to help you guys get those rewards. But after Abyss 100, you're on your own. It's going to take a miracle for me to do anything above Abyss 100 for you guys. My bad, just joined live. Oh, no, you're good. You're good. You're good. You guys can ask questions. I'll get tilted sometimes, but I don't act. In the grand scheme of things, I don't actually care. I might snap at you for a second, but am I actually mad at you? No, I'm not. Imagine playing E7 for Abyss. Dude, imagine playing E7 for PvE. Abyss is the PvE of Epic 7. Like, what other PvE content is there? There's nothing. I have Signet Cross 6-star. No, you do not need the 6-star Mui or Terranor Guard. Do you have Daydream Joker on your Mui, Terranor Guard, and Sigret? Do you have 3 different Daydream Jokers split along your characters? Because if not, that's where a lot of your damage is going. You want all 3 of those damage dealers to be on Daydream Joker. Daydream Joker is where almost all of your Wyvern damage comes from. Sorry that no one reads. Plus 30 all the Jokers? No, you don't need plus 30. As long as you like plus 15, you can have one high level one and then a plus 18 or plus 15 one. It'll probably work fine. The higher they are, the more damage you do, the easier it'll be. After 100, you need so many specific units. Took me 1 year from creation. Exactly. Like Abyss over 100, like yes, there's easy. I'm sure I can make a guide and find a cheat strategy for each one. But the amount of time that would take is just not worth it for me. I'd rather go and actually, I play E7 enough. Like, I'd rather go do anything else. Let me play another video game for a while. Let someone else do Abyss floor 100 pass. Seriously, serious question though. How long does it take to properly build multiple units? I mean, on my new player accounts, I usually build 15, I would say about 15 proper units in 1 month. but you have a bunch of extra resources. Past month 1, you can build like 2 characters a month, I would say. 2 to 3 characters, or like maybe more of just building them, but actually decently built characters, 2 to 3 a month. Maybe more, I don't know. I've never really thought about it that way. You'd be surprised at what you can accomplish. For my story team, using Tamarind, Illinev, Specteni, and Free Spirit is it viable? Yeah, I mean, that's fine. Should I switch any of them? That should work just fine. You don't have a defense break, which sucked. Well, yeah, Free Spirit so defense breaks. Just make sure Illinev is on some kind of damage mitt artifact, whether it's Aureus or Steadfast, something like that. Most of you sitting wrong, I do hunts and stuff. I struggle so hard to continue building. It's because you're probably too picky on gear. When you're early game, you can build way more characters. When you're late game, it takes longer because you have a higher like gear requirement. But early game, as long as you know what you're doing, you can build characters extremely quickly. How long does it take to finish 4, 10, 10? Well, some people following my guide series beat it in like 8 days, 9 days, 10 days. But that is a super grind. For the average person playing like 3-4 hours a day, is going to take you 2, or I would say about 2 to 3 weeks if you're playing very consistently. It takes a while. It's a lot of playtime. No, I mean through the chapter itself. Oh, 4, 110. If you keep playing nonstop, I mean, you could finish it in a day. I don't know how many hours exactly. You could finish it in a day for sure. All right, we're on our last run of this. Let me sell all these. And we got to start this, and we're almost where I needed to get to. We need to get Wyvern done. We need to get the hunt challenges started. We're not going to finish them on day 2. I'm just going to lock them and show them as to why we need to do them and why they're good to do. Lorena mostly lab unit. Yeah, Lorena's mostly for lab. But hey, Marky, though, thank you for cheering 200 bits.
Marky for cheered Dex 200.
Are you crafting gear to get your story team and Wyvern team set up at the same time? No, we don't even craft gear to get those teams set up. We just use free gear. We don't craft gear until we're getting into RTA. You can use free gear to clear all content in the game up until getting into RTA, and you can use a lot of that free gear in RTA. But you don't have to craft anything to get through the game. We'll craft a couple pieces maybe as we're going along, but you don't need to for anything. How many molas work Dark Corvus? Like, how many molas should you put into him? You need to max his S3 and his S2, I think. So he takes a lot of mola. But he's really good for Guild War and Arena. She struggles in Adventure, episode 4. What gear should she use? I don't know if I would use Lorena in chapter 4. Chapter 4 is usually Spectre, Tenebria, Tank, Tamarin, and then using, like, I use Blue Shoe for most of chapter 4. Blue Shoe or Aiden, and Aiden dies half the time anyway. Do you get bored playing PV? Yes, PV sucks. Of course I get bored playing it. Like, most of the time you're not even playing PV, you're letting it auto. Almost all, like, that is another thing with PV in F7. It's all auto. Like, you're just autoing everything. How is that playing PV? You're literally just clicking auto and going. Mitch, have you listened to Scott Pilgrim vs. World video game soundtrack? I have not. But yeah, of course I get bored playing PV. You don't actually get to play. Without Rage, you need speed builds for A13, C13. I'm just trying to get consistent builds, even doing 11. I wouldn't even farm A13 or C13. You don't really need to A13 or C13 for much of anything. Why are we farming Wyvern 7? Because you have to do it for the hunt challenge. You have to farm Wyvern 7 or higher. It's the only time you farm any Wyvern below that. So we're finishing hunt challenges. And to get to Wyvern 13, we need to clear this. So we're just doing 7 for lowest stamina cost and speed of getting there. Dude, I got demoted to gold in RTA because I forgot to play. Yep, that's how it was. Bronze, I feel bad for him. Oh, you get back up. If I have ML Landy as beginner, you can use ML Landy instead of free. ML Landy will obliterate PvE for you. Should I start using her during the PvP section of your guide? You can start using ML Landy the second you get her. Just slap. You could even put a tax set on her. If you got ML Landy to start the game, don't use Free Spiriteria. Slap your stuff on her. Or, well, you could use Free Spiriteria. Or you could use Landy as your front tank. Do Destina, Landy, Stene, Free Spiriteria. Landy is insane. Eventually you'll move her to counter set, but you can use her for a lot of early PvE. And if you get Albert's Virtual Sword, you can use her for everything. She's really good to fight Zeo. If you have him all Landy, Zeo becomes a joke. because she has a 10 soul burn, and she's gonna be countering that whole fight. Like, having ML Landy is legitimately a cheat code in this game. How does one gear a Sinya as a new player? Look at my new player guides on YouTube. Look at my how your account could look after 30 days, and look at my that's one Sinya build after a 30-day period, and then you can look at my other Sinya. It's on the free protection set. So I did like a meme build on her, and it worked really well for RTA. So I have 2 different videos with Sinya builds on them. But what your account can look like after 30 days, that's if you have like the characters I suggest you to build, that's the best video to go to see what they should look like after a 30-day period. Most of them are on free gear sets, and I had an 80% win rate getting to Masters RTA. So, any collab for future units? Any collab for future units coming to E7? I mean, we're gonna get collab reruns. Free Spiriteria becomes so bad after episode 2, yeah. Episode 3 for Spiriteria is pretty rough, but she will get you through it. A lot of times I'll switch her out for Cigarette during it though. But I just finished your day 17 guide. You said you would do 5 videos regarding crafting is out because I didn't find it in the playlist. 5 videos regarding crafting. I mean 5 videos regarding like element characters, like character element builds. I know that is something that I didn't end up finishing, that I will have done very soon. A lot of people have been waiting for that too. The problem with that video, those videos take I have to ungear everything on my main account and then re-gear everything on my main account, which means recording those videos takes 5 hours, and I have to do it in a 12-hour period. I have to re-gear everything, meaning that I have to sit down at my computer for 12 hours without moving, and taking a 12-hour block without doing anything else it's kind of hard. Like, I don't know, are you guys able to find a 12-hour period to sit in front of your thing and not do anything else? No, it's like hours just to plan out. And yeah, and I need to plan everything. I have to edit all those. It's a big commitment to sit down and do it. And the problem is I have to finish it all, because then my account's ungeared and I can't play RT or do streams or anything. That's the hardest thing. When I got ML Lane, my teammates told me, GG, you finished the game. Yeah, that's literally how ML Lane is. I have days off too, sometimes 3 in a row. I don't have days off. That's the thing with being a content creator. I'd never take a full day off. Like I did like a month ago, but otherwise I stream every day, and if I don't stream, I'm still working for at least 4 or 5 hours, whether it's just doing like email sponsorship stuff. Like, there's always something. I do not have any days off. Like, there are some days I'll work a little bit less, but I still, like, the minimum I work right now, it's like 6 hours on an easy day. Most days it's 12 hours minimum. It's not 12 hours looking at YouTube vids or something. Yeah, if I could like get up and walk around and make the new player guides, like move gear while I was like walking, that'd be great, but I can't. I could maybe, no, I couldn't. I don't think I'd get it done in time, because I have to look at fribbles. I have to look at fribbles to copy the builds. I legit have to sit at my computer the entire time. I have no other option. They just removed unequip costs. You could split it up across multiple days. What do you mean? Oh, if they just removed it. They're not removing unequip costs. They will never remove unequip costs. Not gonna happen. Should I finish Aiden once I get him, or post 1010 to get the light version? I mean, you're gonna be working on Aiden as you go. Like, you have to finish Aiden as you're going through it to complete certain challenges. So, like, it doesn't hurt to just 6-star Aiden and get it awakened and everything anyway. Imagine if Fribbles had the ability, dude, if Fribbles ever had the ability to move gear for you, oh my god, I would do so much account work for people at that point. That's the dream. Like, you could probably make an AI that could like read Fribbles, find the gear, and move it for you. I bet you could make one pretty quickly. Like, so if someone designed it, then you would teach it how to do it, and then over time it would just do everything. But then imagine it messes up and deletes every piece of gear on your account. No one would buy the account work anymore then? They would, because they wouldn't know how to use Fribbles. I would be able to do the Fribbles part for them. Most people pay someone else to do Fribblesing for them because they don't know how to use Fribbles, and it's a huge time commitment to learn how to do it. It is, once you open the software, it feels so overwhelming for most people. Me included. I had someone teach me how to do it. That's the reason people pay other people to fribbles their account for them, is it takes too long. It takes too long to learn, and then it takes too long to do. And even as someone who does fribbles as much as I do, I would rather pay somebody else to fribbles my account for me. Like, that would be the best. If I can make these videos of like builds and then pay Valky to fribbles my account after. But Valky, I don't think is gonna want to take the time to do it either. Takes too long to run even with the cracked GPU, yeah. Oh, I haven't run my fribbles since I haven't used fribbles in my account in a year and a half, and I probably have like 800 new pieces of gear. I can't imagine how slow it's gonna be. Oh boy, I didn't think about that. That's gonna take, I mean, I'm gonna have to fribbles my account before I move any gear. Try playing PGR. I tried it when it first came out. I don't have time to play other games right now. Until I get this Epic 7 new player guide finished and situated, I don't have time to click or play any other games. It's just not possible. This is my life for the next however long. All right, give me, hold on. Give me 1 second. I gotta fix something. Okay. Actually thinking about it, I think it's more like 100 plus new pieces of gear. What, on your account? Yeah, Aiden's specialty change. It's one of the best things for the game, but also one of the worst things for the game. Everybody has a really strong character, but at the highest level of play, she is just an annoying RNG nuisance. Like, Aiden is great. Like I say, RNG always favors the worst players. So people who abuse Aiden, it's always going to benefit them forever. Whether you're a brand new player or you've been playing for longer. Mitch, one of these days, I'll get you to play Lethal Company with you. Is that the new game that came out? Like the horror game? That game looks hilariously fun. I would love to play that game. Like, I really feel like Aiden should not be as good as she is as you climb RTA. It is very fun. It just looks so funny. If you get the right group of people with like strong personalities, it's got to be so fun. The Aiden grind rewards are actually really good. Yeah, they are pretty good. Wait, did we get a sub earlier? I feel like we got a sub since I started the stream, and I didn't update the thing, but I don't remember. I played Lethal Company for the first time with my friends last night. It was hella fun. Yeah. If you have the right group of people, it's got to be so enjoyable. Should I stick HP sets with 100 CR on Brieg? Yeah, you can. That's usually the best use for them, because Brieg doesn't need 100 crit chance, because he gives himself crit chance. Do you recommend spending some gems at the beginning of the account, taking advantage of XP buff? Yes, I highly suggest that. That's one of the main things I suggest in my guide series. That's going to deviate from like the official Epic 7 Discord advice. I have like 4 different opinions in the official Discord, and those 4 opinions make them say that my guide is terrible. It takes 4 opinions out of 1,000 for them to trash talk a guide. It's insane. But Last G thinks to follow. Which they haven't been trash talking it lately, but at first when I made it, they were very mad about it. Made 10 Masters, Josephine is so much fun. Congrats, and yes, she is. I wonder if I can convince the fellows in VC right now to play some Lethal Company. Tonight you probably could, Javon. Very tolerant E7 Discord, yeah. No, they hate any change. They'll probably start up again if you're making a new guide. The thing is, I'm giving suggestions that are kind of aligned with theirs. Like I'm giving options in this one. So I think there'll be less issues this time. Hopefully. I mean, I really don't care. If you go to the official Epic 7 Discord for advice, you deserve to get the advice they give you. That's all I'll say. If that's where you're going for advice, that's what you deserve. Because I specifically say in my guide multiple times, if you go to the official E7 Discord, they're going to give you different advice than me. So if you're going there after I said it multiple times, then you can just follow their path and play PvE for the rest of your life. At least M. Ludwig gives more options versus Aiden. M. Ludwig just gets like obliterated by Zeo and everything else, though. So if you're not taking turn 1, you can't even use M. Ludwig. So if someone takes Zeo, Aiden, how are you going to play Ludwig? All it takes is one Zeo pick. You can't pick Ludwig. I actually think Ludwig's best use case is going to be as a defensive character. I know it sounds weird, but I really think he's going to be a defensive character. He's going to be a bulkier style build character that is to cut people when they CR burn, or when they burn. Because he cuts when your opponent CR push, or soul burns. He CR cuts when opponent soul burns. So. And the thing is, he can hold book, so he's actually a Lua counter. If Lua, he's a knockout counter. Those characters that soul burn turn 1 to ignore effect resist, he counters them because he CR pushes. You can soul burn his S1 to get back into S3. He cycles himself out of the reset. So I think ML Ludwig is going to be better than people are thinking, but he's going to be used in a way different way than people are thinking. And I'm usually right on characters. I've been right on like the last 5, so I feel very confident. Like even Fumir, like everyone was saying Fumir was going to be bad, and then she came out and everyone's like, wait, this character just kind of busted if you use it right. I've been very accurate on new player or new character releases, and I think that's how he's going to be played. I think he's going to be very, very usable, but not S tier. Would you take Brysera or Zeo from Headhunt? I would personally probably take Zeo, but either one you take is going to give you about the same value on your account. If you take Brysera, it's still going to be great for your account. A Zeo Haver who first picks him constantly, I see it as an absolute win. Yeah. I built Cigarette before seeing the guide. Do you recommend using Grace of Growth on instead? I mean, what all have you 6-starred? You can use it on your Wyvern front tank if you want. Using it on your Wyvern front tank isn't a bad thing. So like if you're using Crozet, because that way if you get like Brieg later, you can switch it out. But I just always suggest Cigarette because then you're clearing Wyvern easily without investing any molas. But otherwise, you can just use it on any other character that in the guide I say to 6-star, you can just use it on one of those. So if you see me using a 6-star character throughout the guide, just 6-star that one with it. Doesn't really matter. Grace of Growth eventually is going to be something you switch out all the time. So did you swap out Adventure Raz with Brieg? Yes. Last time you kind of went all in on Justina. Asaria isn't a great choice this time around. Asaria isn't good for PvP, but you can if you want. I mean, last time I didn't say Asaria was a bad choice. I just said she isn't needed for anything. But you don't need to use her. And they took that as I hate Asaria. But last time I said, what's a cooldown on growth? 3 days. But last time I said Asaria is a good character. I never said she was bad. I just said she's not needed. She's good, but why take a character for PvE only when PvE is clearable without her? That was my exact wording on it. Is Brieg a plus 15er? I don't even think you need to do like almost any moles on Brieg. You need to put like his S3 cooldown. That's really it. If you're like Brieg is only a PvE character, you can just skip moling him. If you do mola him, it's not a bad thing, but he doesn't need molas. Maybe does his S2 have a cooldown? I don't think he does. But yeah, I never said Asaria was bad. I just said, why pick a PvE character when all PvE is clearable? Okay, this is actually doing decent damage to me. Can you put Furious in Grace of Growth? You can, but Furious doesn't really need to be 6-starred. Furious, well, it's Furious does not need to be 6-starred at all, so that's up to you. I wouldn't personally 6-star Furious. The only 6-star on your Wyvern team for damage dealers, so the only 6-stars you need are Cigarette and your front tank. That's it. You don't need any other 6-star. Using Airwell a lot in Abyss as well as annoying shield buffs. Yeah, Airwell can be good for Abyss. The escort buff keeps you alive really well too. I use Crozet for like all of Abyss. Do you think 5-star Crozet Rose enough to tank Wyvern 13? If you have max gear. The thing is, you might not be able to max out your right side gear. And if you can't, then level 50 is cutting it close. By 6-starring it, you can get away with plus 12 gear pretty easily. But, I mean, you could probably get away with not 6-starring them, but it just makes it less consistent. If not, are they worthy of potion? Yeah, you can potion them. It doesn't matter who you potion. If any character that needs 6-star, just potion them. It doesn't matter which one. Anytime there's a character that needs to be 6-star, either potion them. It does not matter the method used to 6-star them. The difference of saving a couple things doesn't matter. Now, S2 is barrier string. That's when it's extra CR push. I will skill him up for style points. Yeah, I mean, he's extra damage. Like, doing Brig Molas isn't a bad thing. Has been big for a few 100+ floors. Some require a lot of stuns control. I don't remember Abyss 100+. I will tell you right now, it's been years since I've done it, and I don't want to ever do it again. Be pretty similar to the old guide. It's basically the exact same. Yeah, it's Sensei. It's the exact same as the old guide. It's just gonna be cleaner and like slight like updates to it. I'm gonna suggest a few new characters at the end of the guide, but for the beginning of the guide, everything's the same. Smoggy is surprisingly generous with handing out potions. Yes, they are. You can get one from the Headhunt event too, right now. Which last time I made the guide, you could get a free potion too. So it seems like there's almost always a potion available. I envy you. It's very tedious. So much of it is, do you have these units? No, you can technically do it, but it's going to be way harder. Yeah. Streaming, that's the only thing with making a new player guides is streaming E7 is I'm legitimately just answering the same questions over and over every single day. My life is just, is that. It's the same questions are going to be asked and I answer them and we move on. It's really hard to get Senia to 200 speed with 20k HP, 5k attack without imprint. Even with imprint, it's hard. You don't need the stat line at all. A Senia at 180 speed, 18k HP, 4k attack is plenty. Preferably you have some effect res though too. And her artifact does not need to be plus 30. Can I use her Runka as a DPS? She's not very good. Arunka is not very good. Especially for a new player because you're not going to have the gear to make her very good. Arunka is a character that can work, but she requires insane stats to work. Like, I don't even know on my main account if I could have the gear to actually make her work properly. Because her entire job is to one-shot a character, and she fails that one-shot, she just becomes borderline useless. What are the artifacts you recommend to use the potions on? Limited artifacts. Guiding Light, Tachi, Rocket Punch. Limited artifacts are always the best potion targets. Speaking of Senia, I don't have her artifact. Would Proof of Valor be decent alternative to her? You can use Proof of Valor on her. You can use Bastion on her. You can use a lot of different things on her. My cat is such a turd. Okay. He always wants to fight. Nikki's soundtrack really hits different. It's just so chill. Able to play, or are you able to play Pillows on RT without Rocket Punch? No, I would not try to do it. It's not very good. You said you'd pick Zio over Bryceria, but would you pick Bryceria if you had Guiding Light for her? I mean, if I didn't have Guiding Light, I wouldn't pick Bryceria at all. If that's what you're asking. Even Zio's just, I feel like Zio does more for you than Bryceria because he's going to guarantee you turn 1. So Zio overall does more for you, but Bryceria is insane in certain drafts. And Bryceria can be used in the Zio if you have Guiding Light. If you don't have Guiding Light, I would never take Bryceria. It's actually a huge meal on Mr. La Messy streams. He keeps getting asked as a streamer, how does it feel to be asked the same questions over and over and over again? Yeah. That is, I mean, any streamer, that's how it goes, especially ones that make YouTube videos. And usually the worst time for that is it's seek the number of people banning AOL Bryceria. All right, my problem right now is I have too many extra attackers. That's why I'm not sure whether or not I should pick Zio or Bryceria. Too many extra attackers. Zio versus ML Ken. I know both are great. Probably Zio. I don't know. ML Ken is insane though, but ML Ken requires Secret Scythe artifact. So the thing is, Zeo, you can use on multiple artifacts, preferably Book, which is a 4-star. So Zeo is just the easiest to do out of all of them. Why I usually suggest him. Do I really need to build a knight for PvE? I mean, you have Raz, and you can use your Wyvern Front tank for PvE. Like just whatever Wyvern Front tank you decide to use. If it's a Soul Weaver, then it's fine. Shouldn't you pick Zeo from the free event instead of Sealiz since you want to speed contest either way? Am I missing something? They do completely different things. Sealiz is more used for standard counts because it gives Vigor buff, which is going to give your team an extra 30% defense so you can survive for longer. When you pick Zeo, you kind of need to win in a short amount of time because Zeo is going to end up dying. Zeo helps you take turn 1 away from the opponent to keep them from getting max momentum. But Sealiz is used for a completely different thing. Characters never just have one role. So like Zeo Speed Contest also does a lot of damage or will silence. If you build effectiveness, he will silence something. So like Zeo has multiple roles. He's either going to be a heavy damage dealer plus speed contest. Well, Zeo isn't really a speed contest. Zeo is just a speed win. But Sealiz isn't really a speed contest character. Sealiz is a bulk down and survive character a lot of the time. Like a lot of people are building like 260, 270 Sealizes with 200 plus effect resist. As a beginner, what ML hero should I choose? From what? See, like there's a perfect example. There's the question. There's the question we probably answered 10 times a stream. But the problem is from what? Which ML hero you choose from what? If it's from the Headhunt event, look at my YouTube video. If it's from Selective Summon, look at my YouTube video. Hey, I really appreciate your guidance. Just have one question. What's a good offensive arena team for free-to-play player? I did manage to get normal lane to Aravi. I mean, so arena offense is really dependent upon what's on the opponent's team. So where are you at in arena? Like if you're early arena, you can just use a story team all the way up to 4,000 points. Past 4,000 points, it's all going to depend on what the opponent has. Like you just pick 4 characters that will beat it. Like this team can, well, this team and switch out Tieria for Blue's Shoe, or switch her out for Shoe, or switch her out for Fire Mercedes, or Aiden if you got Aiden unlocked. And that team will be able to beat most things because you have a revive, you have dual attack, you have tank, you have defense buff. It just depends on what the opponent has. So once you're past 4,000 points, but until you're to 4,000 points, you can just use a regular story team and it'll get you there. MLK's stat lines are crazy. To reach, he needs every stat. Yes. MLK doesn't need crit rate or speed, so he actually is easier to gear than a lot of other characters, but still it's not easy to gear a good one. The best way to put it is literally the territory where you need variety. Yeah, once you hit 4,000, before 4,000 points, you can just use your story team. You just have to learn how to properly use your story team. Past 4,000, you need your RTA roster basically. And once I go into and explain my RTA roster in the videos, you basically just take those characters and learn how to do matchups in arena, and that's going to actually help you learn how to play RTA too. Might be advantageous to use a frequently asked question in your Discord. The funny thing about that is no one will use it. Everyone will just come in here and ask the question to me anyway. I've realized that frequently asked question channels are basically useless. It might stop one person a day out of 30 people from asking a question. And I'd rather just answer the question more in time than go through the process of setting up a frequently asked question channel that no one will actually go use. You guys do not understand the people's inability to read or to go and find stuff themselves. when people like, and I don't blame them, when you can ask someone a question and get an instant answer, why would you go and do any work yourself? Right? Why would you not just, if you see someone who knows the answer streaming, why would you not just go ask them? versus going and looking at their video or anything they've done that's answered the question. They are always going to go and just, they want the quick answer. They want to save their time. I rarely use Discord, Agnes. Oh, you're good, Agnes. Just your question was very, like, I don't understand what you were asking with it earlier. But those boss room skills are very long. Yeah, but it's very long for me to explain it every time. It's usually people coming to midstream this question first. But yeah, that's what it always is. And that's, I understand that, Les. It's people that weren't here the last time the question was asked, obviously. Well, I'd hope they weren't here last time I answered the question. People, the funny thing is, Twitch chat especially is going to be bad for that. Like, there will be people that'll see a question asked and they will just ask the same question just to be funny. And I know that happens. People know, like, especially today, now you guys are going to start doing, I'm going to ignore you. But that's how Twitch chat is. I was talking about the headhunt event. Yeah, for that one, YouTube is going to be the answer to that. It's a lot easier to tell you to go to my YouTube video than to list off the 10 different characters that are all good choices. Not gonna lie, I go to other streams to do that. Yeah. But I don't know. A lot of you guys are trolls, which is what it is. Honestly, though, IDK seem worth pushing arena when you just stay in Challenger. Yeah, Challenger's fine. 600 Skystones a month is, or a week is already pretty good. Going past that isn't really a big deal. Wait, I have a Commander Pavel that is cooking. Look at this dude. Wait, I should be adding some friend supports. Friend supports make this game easy. Look at that damage. Got some free damage out here. Oh, Chapter 4 mobs are insanely tanky. Chapter 4 is very, very annoying to deal with. Takes a long time. Whoever's Commander Pavel that was, thank you. I made that fight take half as long. I wish Raz would have died an hour earlier. Okay, so this is done now. This is done. So I can go ahead and, what are these? Oh my god, look at these boots. These are almost better than the Pegasus boots. They might be better than the Pegasus boots. All right. That's funny. I don't want to level them, but they honestly are better than the Pegasus boots, I think. It is kind of crazy. Hold on, let me sell this stuff. I know I can auto select, but I have certain pieces I'm not wanting to sell because I want to go over them in the guide. So I'm being cautious like that. I don't want to sell that. I'm being cautious not to sell them. So I'm manually selecting everything. I know. I don't want to hear it. So where's the Pegasus boots? So this is 7, 6, and 4. And this is 4, 4, and flat attack. Supposed to get. Eh? Dang. I think I'll just get rid of it. Yeah, let's just trash it from here. I don't really want to have those boots. People are like, where'd you get those boots? So we'll just use the Pegasus boots. We'll stick to the guide. But I just thought that'd be funny in case it ended up going good. All right, so we have finished the hunt challenges. That was the goal for the stream. So once we have finished the hunt challenges, not finished hunt challenges, but we have unlocked Cigarette. That was the goal. Well, okay, we need 2 more Blazing Rages. Let's go grab those real quick. I'm just gonna trade in the boxes for them. It's better to get some from AP Exchange. All right, now we have finished it. Yeah, stages don't have elemental conditions to restart anymore. So now we get our first copy of Cigarette. This is what I wanted to get done today. So now we have hunt challenges. Your complete hunts, hunt challenges, adventure. This is where we're going to get our HP set. Buy an Epic Catalyst. We need to go buy Epic Catalyst. Promotions, we're going to get, so we need to acquire 20 Epic Spirit Blooms in order to get that. So we're going to need to farm Unrecorded History a lot. Farming Unrecorded History will finish up a lot of the stuff because these 2 come from farming Unrecorded History. So this is where we needed to get to. So this I can go get ahead and go get the free HP set immediately because I did farm a decent amount of Unrecorded History beforehand. So let's go ahead and go in and buy this. So for the AP Exchange, let me skip this. So we can buy 3 of them now. So the thing with buying these, you need to figure out which character you need these for. And what we need these for is Spectre Tenebria. Spectre Tenebria is going to be the first character that we fully max out. So I'm going to go ahead and buy 2 of these. As long as you know a character in mind that you can use whatever you buy out of this on, then it's fine. But I'm going to go ahead and buy 3 of these. Now we can go in and get our stuff. And the reason I waited for doing those challenges, there we go. Now we got the free HP set. The thing is, this gives you everything you need to 6-star Cigarette, which makes me almost want to change the guide to Grace of Growth, a different character, and just do Cigarette right away. But I don't know if I want to do that. Let's think about this real quick. When's collab banner? We don't know. I will let you guys know when I know, or you will see in Discord in the Epic 7 News channel. That's where I get all of my Epic 7 news, or from the official Epic 7 thing. So with this, what do you guys think about that? What do you think the best Grace of Growth target is? I really like the idea of putting Cigarette on there, just because we don't have to Molagora Cigarette and we can just clear Wyvern right away. Doing it on your front tank isn't a bad idea either, especially if we're doing it on Crozet. Wait, do I not have a Crozet? I swear I got Crozet. Maybe he's in my other thingy because I was max at the time. Let me go see if I have a Crozet. If not, I'll just do Montmorency. It's fine. Sell these guys real quick. Maybe just keep it open for like Vivian. No, we want to use it to speed up finishing Wyvern faster. So we definitely want to use it, but Furious needs S3, which is resources. Yes, you are correct on that. He also needs his S2, doesn't he? There's a select 2-star option. I know there's a select 2-star option. I like clicking. So you guys know I play first-person shooters. If I just click the simple option on everything, my aim is going to go terribly downhill. There's a reason. I don't have Crozet. I swear I pulled a Crozet. I got Crozet from... I guess I transmitted him? Where's my Crozet? Or maybe it was Furious I got. Okay, well, I don't have Crozet, so that's fine. So for this guide, I guess I'm just going to be using Momo. I'll probably just end up using Momo for this guide, which is fine. You can do connection, right? The connection takes too long. I need to tell people don't worry about getting Crozet from connection. Because look at Crozet. You need to do 40 elite monsters in Labyrinth. This legit takes like a week and a half. This takes forever. We're not waiting a week and a half to do Wyvern. So this takes way too long because you are limited on how many Labyrinth entries you can do per day. Or yeah, per week or whatever. Meaning that this is locked behind a long wait. So is there any other meme character that we could do a front tank for? Front tank Wyvern. This was Helen. Can Helen front tank Wyvern very well? Hold on. Attacks enemy for increasing defensive caster and recovers health. Adapts counterattacking stance, increases speed of all allies return. Wait, she's actually not bad for it. It's just her base stats suck. Attacks the enemy for increasing cognitus of a random ally subject caster. All of these are good. Honestly, Helen, everything about her is good. Giving your team speed buff is actually really nice in Wyvern. I honestly think Helen's obviously not as good as Crozet would be because it's not going to keep your backline characters alive like Crozet does. But Helen actually could be used in Wyvern. How bad are her base stats? They got to be horrendous. I don't think her defense is that bad. She would definitely work. Should I do it for this guide just for fun? I could Grace of Growth her, and I could show that it literally does not matter which character you use for Wyvern. So for this, let's do... wait. No, let's do our Grace of Growth on our Wyvern front tank for this guide. That will be one of the changes that we'll do. I kind of like that. And then I think I might just do Helen just to show it doesn't matter what your front Wyvern tank is. I kind of like that idea. And I'll give a big list of options that you can do for Wyvern front tank, but I'll just show You can do this and it's gonna work fine. I think she actually pretty good because the speed buff is really nice. But the problem is, what if this fails? If this fails, we just screwed ourselves. I'll have to spend sky stones to redo it, and it's like expensive. Imagine we get to Wyvern and it doesn't work. It'll work. I'm not worried about it not working. Wyvern's very, very easy. I really think using Helen could just be really funny for the guide. I know that would make the official Epic 7 Discord so mad too. I'm using Helen because that's what Deity suggested. I could just imagine it. There's no other options though. That's like the only option if I want to avoid using Angelica or Montmorency. Don't like using Crozo moments today. We're using Helen. Bask? Well, Bask you have to go do a side story for. I'm actually really tempted to do it. I kind of want to go... I want to see her base stats. Let me look at this real quick. Let me make sure it's actually doable before we meme too hard. I got to do something to make the new guide series fun, right? So preview stats, fully 6-star Awaken. I mean, those are fine base stats. 703, 6400. So 703, 6400 versus Crozet that has 733. Yeah, no, it's literally Crozet. It's 20... It's 400 HP less and 20 different. It's so close. You can definitely use Helen. She'll work just fine. She won't be as good because she's not gonna give defense buff and barrier to herself. Actually, Crozet, well, no, she does give defense buff to herself, but she doesn't give it to herself every turn. What's her skill cooldown? It's 3 turns. This gives a barrier. Wait, and it gives speed and barrier to all allies, though. It does give a barrier to all your allies. It's kind of nice. What? How many turns? It's 8-turn cooldown. Wait, what? It's a K-Run. It's a K-Run cooldown? That's rough. Never mind. This is terrible. No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm just gonna use it. If I didn't see those 8 turns before I used her, never mind. 7 turns. You're never going to get it during Wyvern. You'll get it one time later. So never mind. That's not as funny as it would be. It ain't it. Sadly. But she gives 15% CR boost, and she gives speed buff. And she damage to decreases proportional to caster. And she recovers health. Like, she has a lot of like decent things in her kit, but that's just too brutal. Thanks, you finished going 13 in 5 days. Hell yeah. That's where we're heading on this account right now. We're on day 2, and I think we're in a really good spot. So our goal is to wrap up the Wyvern challenges throughout the day, but now we have our free HP set. So this free HP set's usually, it's going to go on your Tamarin. And then we have our cigarettes. So one important thing, this part of the guide, whenever you get your Daydream Jokers, do not sell them or feed them too much on each other. You want 3 locked copies of Daydream Joker. Lock 3 of them immediately. Now, you can take 1 copy after you have 3 locked and feed them all into it if you would like. But you don't need a plus 30 or Daydream Jokers. So you want multiple different copies of Daydream Joker. That is very, very important. You want to have as many copies as you can. It will make Wyvern infinitely easier. Now, one thing with this guide series, also another 2-star artifact that we want to save is Exorcist Tonfa, which it looks like I don't have one. Do I not have an Exorcist Tonfa? I don't. Damn. Okay, never mind. Don't worry about Exorcist Tonfa. Well, do worry about it. If you have one, lock it and upgrade it. But I don't have an Exorcist Tonfa. That's brutal. All right, never mind on that. All right, let's claim this stuff. All right, so we got some extra flags. We'll go burn those. Got some more conquest points. Got some penguins. Got some of those. More energy. All right, so we need to buy Breath of Orbis from board exchange, which means we have to do challenges though, doesn't it? This isn't just open right away. Yeah, I have to start the requests and finish whatever these are. Oh, I didn't start the request before I farmed everything. I'm so bad at the game. All right, well, we have to do all this stuff. So I said I was gonna do everything on stream though. That's a bad thing. So everything on stream except for the auto farming. So I guess anything I do off stream, I need to write down and open every stream with what I accomplished. I got Cigarette's artifact. Should I use that on Terran Guard instead? Yes. Cigarette artifact on Terran Guard is way better. That's the one that gives different debuffs. So can you link LD player? Yeah. Give me just a second. Okay. What am I doing? I'm getting you LD player. I opened Discord and I had like 9 notifications and I got lost for a second. Oh, you guys got LD player for me? No, don't take the regular LD player. Use my referral code so I get a kickback for it. And download LD player 9 if you're willing to click the not the one that Shibui-san linked. This way I get a kickback for downloading it. That supports me. Thank you, Finesse. Okay, so I would have to clear that. I'm trying to think what else I want to do. I didn't know that. Oh, you're good. I got Hua Young artifact burn on non-crit is okay to build. 0 crit rate, Terran or Guard? No. I mean, I guess you could, but you're going to be losing a ton of damage. But it probably could work. All right, so now that we're to this point, we are going to go ahead and look into why don't use Google Play Beta, because it's really PC extensive and you cannot watch ads on it and you cannot enter, I think, codes on it. So Google Play Beta is a little not Epic 7 friendly. So we're going to be setting up our Wyvern team. So I think I'm going to use Angelic Montmorency for it, even though I don't want to. But I'm going to set her. I'm not going to Grace. I'm going to wait until daily summon before I put any resources into her. Your front tank will be the last one that we worry about upgrading. But we're going to do Furious. And we do not... Ooh, actually, we do not have Mui. Do we? We don't have Mui either. We have to do Alexa. This is probably best. I would say this is probably the best case scenario though, because I could teach people how to actually beat it without getting lucky and getting Mui. I like that. Everything works exactly as it is on my phone. You can't watch ads on it, I don't think. Do Helen or L? Helen sucks. She has an 8-turn cooldown. Well, okay, the Hua Young artifact, burn artifact, is not really good on Terran or Guard because he's going to have minimum 30 crit chance. Why would I want to watch ads for an extra 100 energy a day? That's the value of... It's a leaf pack a month if you watch energy. You get 100 free energy a day for watching a minute of ads. 100 free energy a day over a month is like $30 in buying leaves. It's a lot. Okay, so we don't have a hunt pet. Do I have anything with hunt? Yeah, okay, so this will be our hunt pet for now. We'll throw Wyvern on. So we need to work on leveling up this. It adds up to like 3 days a week, yeah. I thought they gave that for free. No, it's right here. If on an emulator, you can go here, you scroll down, and you have a watch an ad to acquire energy. So you click this, and then it'll pull up an ad, but this isn't on the Google Play Beta. So you just let the ad play, and you can skip it usually after 5 seconds. So bang, it's already done. And then we got, if you go to your mailbox now, you get 20 ads per one. So you get 100 energy for super fast. So, and that, if you do that every single day, 100 energy over 30 days adds up big time. Big monthly bonus. All right, so... Hey, my sponsor finished. Badge. But they're setting up my new sponsor. So I have a new sponsor starting on the 15th. It's a new game sponsor like the last one. So right here, I guess we need to do some of this content now. I need to buy the Wrath of Orbis from here. Can I even do these stages? I can. So we can clear that, but I need to buy the thing from here. So an AP exchange, gift 100 Sigma, get that done. Clear stage 1-3, let's go do this. Ideally, use Crozet Fears, Cigarette Mui. Yes, you would trade Alexa for Mui, but beating it with Alexa for the people that don't have Mui is actually going to be really nice for the guide. Yeah, I get ads since we talked about it. Wait, did you do the ads? Genshin stream when? I got sponsored to do a Genshin stream not too long ago. Oh wait, oh you got ads on Twitch, not ads on the thingy. Sorry, I thought you meant you were watching ads on Epic 7. Okay, so now that we're here, what are we doing next? Yeah, on Twitch and couldn't hear you. Yeah, I understand now. You making me want to start a free-to-play account? It's fun. It's fun. Like, you're gonna end up quitting the account. Trust me, you're gonna end up quitting the account over time. But sometimes during summon events, especially, having an account that's at least established, kind of fun to log into sometimes. Yeah, I remember the time where you could just go and get the instant 100 energy. Or, well, they just gave it to you in the mailbox. You didn't have to do anything for it. I do remember that time. Okay, I did not mean to do that multiple times. What are the other challenges here? Receive these. We need to clear the unknowns. And what's the last challenge we have? Oh, it's just acquire adventure points, so we just need to have this take us. Does this take us to the lab stage? I think it does. Oh no, it just took me to 1-1. Is that correct? Okay, I guess 1-1's correct. All right, we'll just let this farm. But hey, what's up, NATO? How you doing? Oh, did you get your account fixed up with Kiba? All right, so what are the Moonlight Blessing things? Because I kind of need to finish this stuff too. Reach level 60 with 2 heroes. Awaken 3-star heroes or higher to 5-star. I need to work on that. So this is where I need to start working on all this stuff. Obtain all region rewards and unrecorded history. We're almost done with that. And reach gold 4 in arena. So let's do arena attacks while we have the extra flag surplus. Doing great, man. It's still a work in progress. We'll be doing another one this weekend. Okay, good. I know Kiba probably really appreciated that opportunity. So I'm actually glad that he was able to help you. The thing is, he probably won't be able to do as much as I could, but he'll be able to get you in a pretty good spot. I trust him to do that. Level 60 APOC, I don't know if I can kill it. Never mind, it's not geared. Poggers. Thank goodness this APOC wasn't geared. How have you been? Pretty good. After job change on Momo, I can still use her compared to others. Yeah. The job change on Momo is what you're supposed to do. Actually, I don't think I want to use Momo. I want to push people to not use Momo. I think I'd rather use Angelica. You guys, oh wait, I need to summon for Tamarin. There's a good chance I'm gonna get Crozet or Mui anyway, which I think I might still show Alexa. I forgot I need to summon for Tamarin. That's what we're gonna go do next. After we buy this next bottle, I'm gonna go do Tamarin side story. We still get given 100 free energy a day besides the ad ones. Well, we always got that, didn't we? Tam plus Asaria Pog. Tam and Asaria is a good combo. Yeah, it's going great. So see how it goes this weekend. Well, if you have any like additional questions, you can DM me in. I'll answer anything you're like second guessing or anything, but I just keep it to get you in a good spot. Why are you doing new player guide series again? Because a lot has changed UI and like certain things in the game. So I want people to know that the guide is still good to follow. There's a lot of people going to the old player guide. They're like, I can't feed gear into gear anymore. So that's making them like question whether the guide's still good to follow. So I'm just going to redo it now. That way they don't have to worry about it. But yeah, and arena in the game, how to build MLK run. I'm going to try to update all my builds in my Discord. But most MLK runs are built like 200 effect resist, immunity, and then damage lifesteal. So 15,000 HP, 3k attack, 1100 defense, 230, 240 crit damage. And if you have imprints, you can go higher. But yeah, thank you, Chiboy-san. That right there, I'll show you how like the standard one is built. Angie was my front take forever, just only recently built Crow instead. Crow works. Yo, Deity, do you use Fribbles? And so, when do you recommend using it for an account? When you played the game for like a year? If you need Fribbles to gear before you've played the game for a year and have a ton of gear, I think you need to do it by hand until then. You need to make sure you understand and know how to gear the account yourself. Because using Fribbles early as a player is not going to help you. When you have 50 total pieces of gear, what gear should I gear for Ran for PvP? If you're asking that question, you shouldn't build Ran for PvP. You won't have the gear for him. It's speed. You need Ran's minimum speed is 280. I would not try to use a Ran below 280. So if you're asking that question, then you need to put Ran in your waiting room and not touch him. Not trying to be mean or anything, but it's just you will not be able to use Ran. Ran is a very in-game character. He's insanely good, but one thing a lot of people do with Ran, I use Ran for PvE on your second account. All right. He said for PvP. New player here, just summon D's Nuts. Is that not good? No, D's Nuts is amazing. We love D's Nuts. Yeah, Cecilia Bot's up to date for Camp Simulator. Or close enough. Honestly, you don't need, like, most of the time when you're doing Labyrinth, an extra like 3 on your morale isn't gonna actually do anything for you. At what point do people start farming Banshee or Wyvern? When you're trying to get into PvP and you know what characters you need Banshee gear on. That's when you switch. How often does it normally take to save up pity for a Mystic Summon? 4 months. 4 months if you play the game very efficiently. But I would say 4 months per Mystic Pity as long as you're your Guild Wars trait and you're in at least Challenger Arena. As long as you're in Challenger Arena and you take your Skystones and refresh them through Garo's shop, you should be able to get an ML5 every 4 months for pity. Which 3 ML5s a year is actually not bad, and that's if you full pity every single one. So if you don't full pity, it's not as much. Or 1 day of credit card use. That works too. Okay, so next up, what were we doing? We want to do Tamarin. So this is cleared 3 times. So is there something else I can do for just a minute while we're waiting for that? Oh, Automaton Tower. Let's see if we can clear Automatons. I think we're on the last floor. All right, let's see if we can beat the last floor while that's farming. Hopefully. Okay. How much stigma? It takes so much stigma. I hate it. Hopefully we can beat it without Raz. This is scuffed. All right, so who do we attack first is the question. Is 258 Zeo viable? Yeah, 258 is 260 is like the target speed for Zeo. If you can get 260, you're in a good spot. My Zeo is 257, so 260 is perfectly fine. Surin? Why am I scared of Surin? The only AoE attacker on the board is this. I need to kill the AoE so Stanny survives. My card goes through all Mahoyo games and makes me question my... Wait, well, that's 2 here. Makes me question your credit. Wait, what are you saying? Oh, does it ask you if you meant to make that purchase? All right, let me turn face cam back on. Where's your 4th character? I never had a 4th character. What do you mean? All right, where's face cam? All right, so I do have a sponsor thing that I do have to shout out to real quick. All right, this was extremely easy with leveled up gear. Oh my goodness. The in-game chat. Rest in peace, Abigail lost. No, we forgot her. She's lost and forgotten. She's definitely forgotten. Nice. Moonlight summon time. Are you guys ready for this? If I get ML Landy here, everything in life is good. Nikki, yeah, we're listening to Nikki playlist. ML Landy time. Judge Kise incoming. I'll make her my profile picture. I have not got it. I did 4 summons earlier and they were all 3 stars, I think, right? Bang. Dude, that's my 3rd Sven. In 5 summons, that's my 3rd Sven. Holy mackerel. All right. Okay. I get it. All right, let me clear this and let's see how close we are. I'm just going to switch over because I want to do the Tamarin summons. RTA Sven only incoming. I used to use Sven, actually. I swear new accounts are coded to roll certain 3-star MLs. I feel like that too. All my accounts roll the same. But then I have you guys in chat. It's like, oh, I did 3 ML summons. When I reached 1010, I got ML Landy. I got Abyssal Euphine. Some people are just insanely lucky. I think it's like IP based. If you make too many accounts on one IP, they're just like, okay, we're just going to give you the most garbage nonsense possible. Okay. How many more do I need to complete? Who knows? So, side story. I actually think I'm going to skip this Dear Mentor side story. I don't like getting the Molagora, all this stuff's important, but for sake of the guide, you want to clear all this, get it all gotten. But I'm going to go ahead and start the Tamarin side story. So once you have cleared the Dear Mentor side story and gotten all the stuff from it, then you're going to want to go and do the Tamarin side story. So Tamarin is 1000% the best PvE character you can get at the beginning of the game. She's going to be used for literally everything. So there will never be a time where I change my opinion on getting Tamarin at the start. The only way this will ever change is if Tamarin becomes selectable in selective summon, which after 5 years, I don't think they'll ever change selective summon. So we're going to start the Tamarin side story. The way side stories work is you can do 1 every 2 weeks. It costs 4 currency to open the banner of a character that you've completed a side story for. But the first one is free. So whenever you start the game, it will take you 8 weeks, 7 to 9 weeks, or 7 to 8 weeks, I don't know, 7 to 8 weeks of when you start to be able to summon your second character out of this. Maybe it's faster, I'm not sure. But it takes a while. Not that long, though. Maybe it is that long. Tamarin, we get in Selector. Okay, well, if you got your Tamarin Selector, Selector's gone. Anyone who's starting the guide past yesterday, which is going to be everyone watching this mainly, you're not going to get Tamarin out of Selector. You're going to have to summon her this way, which is perfectly fine. That went away yesterday. I picked Tamarin Selector. We had still going to use her for side story. Yeah, still use. Yeah, I mean, don't do her. You can do her side story, but just don't summon on her. If you already have Tamarin, you don't summon on her. Also, I need to make sure in this one, when we're summoning for Tamarin, I need to tell them you only need to pull 1 Tamarin. I had other people that were like, do I keep summoning for artifact? And they would spend like, they would get Tamarin the first 10 pull and then summon 300 bookmarks on it. That was a mistake not to tell people that once you get the character, you need to stop. You don't need 2 Tamarins. You don't need her artifact. I don't know, I made the ult 6 days ago. Yeah, it just went away yesterday. If I knew I needed Euphine for lab farming, I would have picked that from Selector. You don't need Euphine for lab farming. The only time you mean, having Euphine for lab farming, you need Euphine, you need Horizon Acades, and you need Crescent Moon Ren, I think. Those are the 3 characters for it, right? So you need 2 ML4s and her. So it could take you a year to even be able to do that. So if you don't have the other 2 ML4s, then there's no point to have Euphine. By the time you get those ML4s, then you can just do a story summon and get her. Oh, you have them all? Okay, well then, yeah, maybe you wanted to do that. Wait, use Infinite Acades now? No, wait, the Dark Acades. Use Dark Acades, sorry, whatever that one is. Shooting Star Acades, not Infinite Horizon. Shooting Star Acades. I mean, you could probably use Infinite Horizon Acades, but you're just gonna RNG the shit out of it. Can Horizon Acades give counter buff? I don't think so. But if I have ML Euphine from 1 draw on my alt account, that's not funny at all. That's like, we might ban you, actually. What kind of kit would you like ML Tamer to have? I would like it if you click S3 you get 25 speed pieces. Every time you click S3 and check your inventory, you now have 425 random speed pieces. Like, I think that's the best thing they could give her. Agreed? Yeah, Taman, so 10 summon, I summoned a Saria, I didn't know who to get at that point. Yeah, Saria, grabbing a Saria is never a bad thing. You can use her or you can not use her. It doesn't really matter. But as you say, Tamasaria is nice to have. But again, I'm personally under the influence that I would rather have 2 damage dealers, Tam, and a tank for all story clearing. 421 speed pieces. 21's too slow. I don't need any more speed pieces, but well, I could use a few more. But I need faster pieces on my main account. And they will not give them to me. I have not gotten a piece. I got 222 speed pieces in the same like 5 minutes. When was this? About 6 months ago. But I have not gotten a faster piece than 22 in 5 years. I have, I think, 12 or 15 22 speed pieces. I just cannot get anything above 22. It's impossible. I don't see how anyone does it. I roll every piece of gear too. If a piece of gear has 1 speed, I roll it. I roll everything. And I have not gotten it in 5 years. It's insane, the RNG for that. All right, but guys, I do have a current new sponsor going, but it's US only. So any of you guys, how many of you guys are from the US? That is the first question. Second question with that, how many of you are from the US? And the second part of that is how many of you guys would like a chance to win up to $5,000? Not you, darn. But I'm just going to go through all this real quick while we are farming in the background. So I'll start it after this stage. But the sponsor is probably the coolest sponsor I've gotten. So if any of you guys have some free time, it'll take me 3 minutes to go over it all. European, here, I do not identify as American. Darn. VPN yourself in the US, problem solved? Don't think it works because if you enter it and then win and they're like, wait, you're not from the US, then you might be in trouble. Okay, let me start the next stage. And then once we start the next stage, I'm gonna go over it. So, well, actually, let's see if the command's actually working. Okay, it's actually working today, nice. So, let's go into the next stage. So, any of you guys that are from the US, I'm going to be making a video over this and putting it in the Discord just to show everyone in there how to do it too. But let me go ahead and go to display capture. So, any of you guys that are interested in getting into this, it is a 100x campaign. So, 100x is a survey company in the United States. They give you surveys, you fill out the surveys, they take the data and they sell it to people. The thing with this is you have to give basically no information to them. I was very cautious about this because I didn't want you guys, all your information getting sold. So don't worry about that. They take very little information and you'll see how easy this is. So the way this works is depending on how many surveys we get completed over a 2-week period. Like I think this weekend, we'll be able to get a lot, but people are busy during the week. So I haven't really pushed it too hard. But starting this weekend, I'm going to start more heavily promoting this. But it's for every survey completed, each person can do 75. So it technically would take 133 people doing 75 surveys to reach the max. So it's not too many, but if people do 10 apiece, it would just take more people. But you have 2 weeks. So the thing is you either win the prize or the cash amount. So we're almost at 100, so someone's going to win $50. We're going to hit 100 guaranteed. I really think we'll be able to hit 1,000, meaning that someone who enters and does some surveys has a chance to win $500. And right now there's not too many people in there. Like your odds of winning this are pretty high. Like for 10 minutes, 20, 30 minutes of your time, having a chance to win, and it supports me. Every survey you do supports me. I don't know. It's up to you guys. If you want to, this is a free way to give back. But if we are able to get 10,000 surveys in a 2-week period, someone's winning $5 grand, which is insane. So this is US only though. But if any of you guys are interested, click the link, ! Giveaway in chat. I'll give you the link. And if any of you are on YouTube, I guess I'll give you the link. But so you click enter giveaway. Once you do that, you're going to enter your email and you have to enter a Twitch handle. Just your handle. You don't have to give them anything besides an email. If you're not comfortable giving them a primary email, give them a secondary email. It's fine. It's like if you have a junk email, most people do, you can just use that email. It is what it is. Once you do that, it's going to take you here to create an account. You're just going to type in a username and enter that same email and do email for contact preference and your zip code. It needs to be a valid United States zip code, accurate, close to you. Either your zip code or a zip code right next to you is fine, as long as it's in your location, because that's how they sell the surveys. Is people took the survey X here, so it's relevant to X company. So, and then for this, it doesn't matter. I think if you just click please share, it's only sharing your email. So once you hit next on this, it's going to ask you like 3 more questions. Once you're done with that, it's going to ask you like your age, your income, and your ethnicity. Once you're done with that, then it's going to take you to this page. So once you're in this page, this is where the surveys are. You can do a max of 75, 25 per day. Anyone willing to do this? If you want to do 2 or 3, it'd help out. If you are willing to do 5 every couple days that you see the stream and just are bored, have some free time, that would help a lot. But there are surveys for everything. So let's do a restaurant survey just so I can show you how this works. So in the thing, DoorDash. I use DoorDash all the time. So with DoorDash, how often do I use it? How many years have you used the service? 3+. I'm pretty happy with it. How many times do I use it? I used to use it 3 to 6 times per month, but I'm down to 1 to 2, thankfully. So overall, the price is terrible. Delivery speed is nice. And order accuracy, I've never had an order messed up. Price is terrible. I hate the price of it. Functionality, what is good about the ordering process? I mean, restaurant options, I guess. What is not so good about the ordering process? I think everything's fine on that. So now it's going to ask you, what do you say about the restaurant options was good? Just say cuisine variety, and then say the price is not so good. Tip flexibility, price for quality, delivery and fees, all of it, hate all of it. Now, next up, I'm going to use it about the same. Any additional comments, you can type stuff if you want. I typed stuff for like Apex survey I did, name of employees you want to recognize, none, and I'll give them an 8. I just hate that they charge so much. Submit, that's all it was. That little 45-second thing, that's what it takes to fill out one survey. That's how easy the sponsor is. So if any of you guys have some free time, if you're watching a stream and want to help me, or well, help me and give yourself a chance to win money, there you go. That's how easy the sponsor is. So thank you 100x for that. Now we're gonna get back to the stream. It's very, very easy. Like you could complete 10 surveys in 5 minutes probably if you really try. Sell my info for prizes. It's not even selling your info. There's no info you give them. You give them your email, and it's usually a secondary email that you don't care about. That if you're used to getting spam in that email. What are they selling? You don't enter your name. You don't enter anything for them to sell. It's consumer preferences. Yeah, there's nothing for them to sell. Trust me, if this was like, if I felt like they were selling your stuff, I would not have taken the sponsor. But the sponsor is very, very simple. Press buttons. I'm pressing buttons. All right, but thank you guys. Any of you that are willing to help with that, it's US only though, but I would say if you want a chance to just win $50, just if you're willing to go in and do a couple surveys, it helps. For those of you guys that are actually willing to go in and crank out 75 throughout the next 2 weeks, it would be huge. Once you take a survey, they got IP address and hack your email. Yeah. No, Car6 did a sponsor through them too recently. So I don't know if you guys saw Car6 as a sponsor. It wasn't the same as mine, but it was through like the same company. So the company's a reputable company. I asked him before I did it too. I was like, what do you think of this? Because this seems a little sketchy. I've never heard of them. And he's like, oh no, they were awesome. I was like, okay, I'll do it. The chance to win the cash is almost as much as playing ML5. It'll be about the same odds. It's 1%, right? So if we have 200 people enter and we clear 10,000 surveys with 200 people, your chance of winning is a 1 in 200. A 1 in 200 chance for $5,000. I would take that all day. So that's up to you though, if you guys want to help me out. But the bad thing is it's US only. That's the hard part. If it wasn't US only, we'd probably already have 5,000 surveys done. The US only part makes it very hard. Does it count if I look like Peter Griffin? No. If you look like Peter Griffin, any survey you do, they don't care. Link it on YouTube. Oh, sorry. Any of you guys on YouTube that are willing to get into it, give me 1 sec. Anybody on YouTube that's wanting to help out with that right there, here's the link to it. So once you fill out your first survey though, guys, it doesn't have a login. So the way to get back in and fill out more surveys is by going into your email, and you'll have an email from them and you just click the email. What's the best relic for a Ravi? Draco Plate, Proof of Valor. Draco Plate and Proof of Valor. So the free guild artifacts. Hey, whoever did. So someone's already doing some surveys. Whoever did those, thank you. We need one more to reach 100. So no matter what, if any of you guys have entered, someone's already going to be winning at least something, which is nice. But I really think we can get 1K in 2 weeks. So if we get 1K in 2 weeks, someone's winning $500, which is really good. They can't do it to you, not with the U terms. Yeah, well, plus, I don't know. I don't know how advertisement stuff works in EU. Artifacts aren't all relics. Some of them are quite modern. All right, chill. You put an email address on the page that says something that the emails are just registered and auto logs you in. Oh, does it auto log you in? Nice. Okay. So if you have done some before and you're willing to do a couple, again, like if you just, like I said, you can do just a couple a day if you ever see me streaming and have a couple minutes of free time. You just enter your email address into that again. I'll say it's already registered and I'll just log you in. So there you go. I didn't try that. I tried to experiment with as much as I could to help out people, but this weekend, I think I want to do some kind of event with it this weekend, whether it's like a long stream. He means artifacts. Relics is a Genshin term. They mean artifacts. Someone can afford the ML5 anniversary vectors, so that cash prize. If someone wins $5,000, someone could afford the next like 10 ML5s. Are you still going for Crozet? Why front tank? I'm gonna give multiple options this time, but I don't have Crozet on this account right now. So I'm gonna say if you have Crozet, Rose, any of the 5 stars, I'm gonna give a list of like 7 or 8 characters that it doesn't matter which one you use, it'll work just fine. And what we're going to do this time is we're going to Grace of Growth our front tank for Wyvern. That's going to be the difference of this guide. We're going to Grace of Growth whatever Wyvern front tank we do so that you can switch it out later if you want. Take survey, win $5,000, subscribe to Deity for 1,000 months. No, if you win the money, I want you to like go take a vacation. Like this is life-changing money. Pay off some of your debt if you have some debt you want to get rid of. Like I want to hit the 10K because I know it's going to change someone's life. Like if I got 5K, 5K is life-changing for me right now. No, 1,000 months, or you could just gift 1,000 subs. But no, I don't want the winnings. I want whoever wins it to get enjoyment out of it. Because I get a kickback for every single survey that you guys do. It's a small one. I'm not gonna make 5K from this. If we get 10,000, I don't make 5K from it, but I get a decent amount for it. So student loans go crazy nowadays. Exactly. That's 5,000 towards your student loans could be really nice. Anything. 5,000 if you owe money on your car, put 5,000 down, you're gonna end up saving an extra new junk mail address created. Thank you. Yeah, it's a super easy sponsor to do. It's just something that if you're just chilling, listen to me asking stupid questions, then something to do in the background. If you do 5K into E7 from the survey, you really need to change how they make money and spend it. What lineup do I beat floor 92 with of Abyss? I've been following your 22 guide, but you don't have a guide for it. Enemies are Tywin. You need to poison it, meaning you either need to put a little bit more effectiveness on your Spectre Tenebria so you can guarantee more poisons, and then you're RNGing it, or you build Kyrus and use, you can build a level 50 Kyrus and 3-star Awakener, and she should help you beat it. I'm going to have that guide for that up very soon. I already have the teams ready for it. I just need to sit down and do it. But you can beat it with just Spectre Tenebria. I think I beat it with Shoes, Spectre Tenebria, Tamarin, and Crozet. I beat all of Abyss up to 100 with Crozet on every floor. So I know I used Crozet for it. But I don't remember the exact teams I did on the first account. But I will be beating it again soon. Do we have a log? What do you mean a log? For Wyvern 13 front tank instead of cigarette is a really good change in my opinion. GOG for Wyvern 13 front tank. What's that? Oh, Grace of Growth. Yeah. You have a ton of Mola early game. See, you say you have a ton of Mola, but when I did the 30-day challenge to Masters, I was out of Mola. And that account, I had no Mola left. I used every single Mola Gora. Like that account was very RTA ready. But the average player does not need to be that RTA ready in 30 days, so. Watch DD. Oh, you can use Level Up Together. Actually, Level Up Together's videos is how I beat all of it the first time. I watched their videos to learn the mechanics from them, and then I would make my own team. That's actually what I did. Level Up has the best Abyss guides out right now, for sure. The only difference is my Abyss guides are going to be using my characters that I have you build in the player guide. So that way you don't have to go build extra characters. That's the only value of using my Abyss guides over theirs. But their Abyss guides will get you exactly what you need. The Level Up Together group. Actually, I'm curious what happened to them. I don't think they stream anymore, do they? Second female hero after Litica. Of my favorite characters, Tenebria. I love Tenebria. Hey, we hit 100 surveys. Thank you guys. Those of you guys doing the surveys, thank you. We had 100. But yeah, this weekend, what's something fun I could do this weekend? Play efficiently, you get about 30 molo a month, yeah. Do you get 30? Yeah, you do. You get about 30 with Automaton. What would 3 types of Saria plus TAM work in 3 PvP or PvE? For what PvE? Not really, no. You're gonna be landing bombs, defense breaks. Like, your damage isn't gonna be very good. I mean, maybe it would work. That sounds like a disaster, but yeah, I mean, it'd probably beat some stages, but other stages, no, it will not work. I know they moved, they streamed for a little bit, then gone. I'm just curious what happened with them, because they were doing decent. They like got invited out for that Coca-Cola thing. Was it Coca-Cola? Because they were in that ad. You guys remember the Level Up Together was in that Coca-Cola or whatever ad on Twitch? Chapter 7 of episode 4. Best team comp for episode 4. Hardstuck chapter 7. We use the same story team through everything. So what you see on my screen, just change Tieria out for Shu, and that's it. I mean, Big Coke got them. Yeah, Level Up Together was in. I think it was a Coke ad. I'm pretty. Or it was. It was some kind of thing like that. I just remember it being on Twitch. It was Coke or Dr. Pepper. I don't think it was Dr. Pepper. Because if it was Dr. Pepper, I was gonna be really jealous. I love Dr. Pepper. Abyss after 100, just kitty close to Terranor Guard, double lots of sure. Yeah, that's why. That was the original reason why I had a bunch of people build Terranor Guard early. Terranor Guard, getting him built early because you're going to use him later, and the switching him out for Furious was the original plan in the new player guide, but didn't end up that way over time. I just had everyone stick with Terranor Guard. Dr. Pepper the GOAT. Dude, barbecue water is so good. They completely stopped with YouTube and Twitch. There's so many E7 streamers that just completely stopped with everything. Which I don't know why they stopped. Really. Like, I think they worked like regular jobs too on top of it, so maybe that was part of it. The regular jobs maybe got better, but who knows? We will probably never find out. Shogun got fed up with the YouTube algorithm. Yeah, but Shogun still streams like almost every day, or was for a while. Shogun just needed to make a new channel. That's all Shogun needed to do. He needed to just make a new channel, and I think he would have been fine. Make a new channel completely specialized in whatever he was trying to do at the time. I think he would have been fine. The thing was, his channel was so old with active people, so anytime he uploaded a video and they didn't click on it, he has IRL kind of content channel. Okay, yeah, that's what he needed to do. I don't know, YouTube, I don't know what the YouTube algorithm, I don't think it really, I don't understand it. Like, anything I do, I feel like it does good. It does exactly how I expect it's going to do. Sometimes it does better, but I very rarely ever have a video do worse than what I expect it to do. But I have extremely low expectations. That might be a big difference. Okay, so we are going to summon for Tamer now. And pray we get her quick. All right, so this is the last part of day 2. Last part of day 2 is we're going to be working on our hunt challenges. We're going to be trying to wrap up all the Wyvern ones on day 4. I think is it day 4 or 5? I think it's day 4 that we finish the Wyvern challenges. Day 5 is when we start the next, the Golem one. So, once you guys have cleared Tamarin side story, if I can figure out how to get to the side story, let me click it. So once you have started Tamarin side story and cleared it, then you are going to be going to summon, and then you're going to be going to your, oh my gosh, there's so many banners. You're going to be going to story summon. Now, your first story summon is free. So with your first story summon being free, we're going to be clicking Tamarin. If you've already got Tamarin, you don't need to do this. But we're going to be doing Tamarin. If you already got Tamarin, you get to save your bookmarks, and that's really big. And just don't worry about doing story summons until you get to a point where you need whatever character. So now that we have her banner unlocked, we're going to be summoning until we get 1 copy of Tamarin. And we need to make sure that we pity her before her banner goes away. So our goal is to only use bookmarks for this. So if we don't get it right away, we are going to be trying, we're just going to be summoning over time. We don't have to get her right now. We're going to be summoning later. Idle Cheer, you don't need Idle Cheer. But hey, Samu, I'm fighting. Wait, I won't. Maybe I shouldn't say that, but I'm fighting you in the thingy coming up. I don't know if you saw, but I'm a replacement in that. So I'm going to be fighting you, I think, in that, which should be really cool. All right, but here we go. But I appreciate the raid, Samu. Do I use Leaf and Skystones to recharge energy or just wait for it to recharge? No, you use Leaf and Skystones. Use both. Tama 1 tab. I don't think... Oh, extra Tonfa. We do need that. We need Mui. I want Crozet. We want Mui, Crozet. Mostly Mui. No shine, no 5-star? You never know. Just because it doesn't shine doesn't mean something can't spark once you get into it. If you dodge Mui, yeah, I'm going to do Alexa. I'm doing Alexa if we don't get Mui. Hatan? Hey, those of you guys doing the surveys, we're up to 118 now. Hell yeah. Thank you guys for taking the time to help out. But Pharaoh thinks to follow. All right, so we did not get Mui or anything, but we did get a Tonfa, which is nice. Oh no, it's gonna happen again. I actually don't mind if I pity her. Told you? Okay, you can still get a 4-star even if it doesn't spark there. It can, any of these can spark. You could get, like, you can get ML5s from Covenant summons if it doesn't spark. Crozet. Oh, see? Oh, wow. It's not Crozet though. Wow, did you see that? No, but hey, we got a 4-star. I wish I would have been Crozet. And look, another 4-star with no spark? Jeez. Oh my gosh, another 4-star? 3 4-stars and it didn't even spark. We know that's not real. Okay. 4 4-stars? Okay. All of them are terrible, but no Mui still. Alright, dude, we haven't had a spark yet from the original summon. What is happening? Lilka, this is a character we are saving. We are going to be using Lilka for Green Expos. That is a character I'm suggesting to all new players this time around. This guy here, why Mui? We want Mui, the 3-star, for Wyvern. But how's it going, Will? Ooh, Mukacha? Playing on private E7 server, just full everyone in Covenant summons? I wish. Claudia? I need to read what she does. I need someone to make me coffee. That's what Starbucks is for, right? I went to the gas station yesterday and got a caramel macchiato. What's Claudia do? Hold on, I want to read this. Grants immunity to all allies who returns, recovers health of caster, amount recovered proportional to caster HP. She increases effectiveness by 20% when suffering an attack that targets all allies. Activates retaliation against the attacking. Will be activated retaliation pierces through the enemy for attacking, decreasing attack for 2 turns. Grants a barrier to ally with the lowest HP. Which actually might be decent for Expo. It's actually kind of decent for Expo. She gives attack down and blind. She gives a lot of survivability. She kind of crows it too. Grants a barrier to ally with the lowest health for 2 turns. But alright, we don't have many summons left. Oh, finally, there's a spark? He's amazing for Wyvern. Oh, you're talking about Mui. I thought you were talking about whatever that character was. I was like, she's fire, dog. It looks like we're probably going to pity Tamarin on this guide account too, which is actually great. Because now people can't be like, I got so unlucky. They can see that it doesn't matter if you get unlucky. Starbucks tastes bad and expensive. All coffee tastes bad. There's not a coffee that tastes good. If you think coffee tastes good, you're lying to yourself. Water's Origin, eh? Alright, so now we have 6 single summons. Iced coffee tastes good? No, it doesn't. It's bitter. You're capping if you don't like it? I like drinking coffee. Do I like it? It's like alcohol. Anyone who actually thinks alcohol tastes good, there's something wrong with you. Alcohol is disgusting. Like coffee and alcohol are the same thing in my brain. Drinking it, I like the effect it gives me, but my goodness, is it awful. And you're never going to convince me otherwise. 2 summons. Sparkling wine is pretty good. Is it actually good though? Would you ever rather? Ooh, Phil Hero Journal. Crows it, crows it, crows it, crows it, crows it, crows it. That's not crows it. Ooh, silk. Look at them bahonkers. All right. Well, no Tamarin. So, whenever you're to this point, if you summoned your original things and didn't get Tamarin, then you are just going to wait. We are not going to use Skystones to summon. We are going to get a ton of free bookmarks over the next little bit. The only thing is you need to make sure Tamarin's banner will last for 7 days from when you start it. The exact minute from when you start it. You got 7 days. So you need to make sure that you are going to pity Tamarin before she leaves. So you are going to keep playing, get all the free bookmarks you can, keep summoning. If you get her, you stop. But if you don't get her and at the end you have a little bit left to do and you're out of bookmarks, then you can use some Skystones on her. But it is best to use 0 Skystones on summoning her to begin with. So that is how you do your first banner. But once you get 1 copy of her, you stop. You do not need an artifact. If you get an artifact, it can be useful. But for otherwise, just get 1 copy and you're good. If you do get Tamarin from this point, you trade your Destina for Tamarin. And then you're going to put this free HP set on her. The free HP set that we got from doing the first hunt challenge, you put that on her. Okay? And that will pretty much wrap up day 2 of the new player guide series. So I will cut that up. Now we have day 1 and day 2. So day 3 is going to be going through leveling up our Wyvern team, because we're not going to be clearing Wyvern until day 5. We want to make sure our Wyvern team's ready by day 4. The reason we don't worry about clearing Wyvern until day 5 is because we're just waiting for the login set, the HP set for our front tank. So we still didn't get any front tank options. I don't want to suggest Angelic Montmorency to people anymore. If you use her, it's fine. I'm going to tell everyone it's fine to use her. But I'm going to tell people that doing her specialty change sucks and you don't need to use her. Is it day 2 or stage 2? It's part 2. It's part 2 of the new 2024 new player guide. But like, I don't want to suggest people to use Montmorency. I'd rather them use Angelica at that point, because Angelica, you don't have to do the specialty change farming. Because Momo, without her heal on her S2 from the specialty change, sucks. So I think the best bet is just tell people put Angelica into Grace of Growth, and until you get Brieg or a better character like Brieg or someone like that for your Wyvern front tank, then just leave them in Grace of Growth. And that is how we're going to do this guide. No Cigarette, Grace of Growth. We're actually going to have to level up Cigarette. We're going to have to level up Furious. But that will be the first like slight change to the guide. But if you do the old guide way, it works too. It doesn't matter. So I think it's pretty good. Yep, would empty bottles if it wasn't bad for you? of coffee or of sparkling wine. I don't know. You'll see you guys that enjoy the taste of that is that's insane to me. Oh wait, we got a bookmark. Nice. I'm not gonna do any more summons. We'll only summon in batches. So from here, our next thing was adventure. Let's go back in here. What else do I have to do for this? How many more? Oh, we got it all. Nice, we're done. Okay, so we need to buy the thing here. Dr. Pepper enjoyers. Dr. Pepper is the greatest thing that happened since 2019. All right, I'm not going to spend any more for right now. I'm pretty sure there's challenges that I need to do for that. So let me claim this. And then acquire 20 Spirit Altar Common Runes. So since this is open all the time, I'm going to just beat all of these. If I already used Grace Growth on Sigma, how much Mola would you sus for Angelica? I would try to not Mola Angelica at all. Try not to use any on her. She should be able to tank it without any Molagora. Ideally, you don't spend a single Molagora on your Wyvern front tank if you can help it. The only time alcohol tastes good is when the drink is so sweet they massively taste alcohol. It still doesn't taste good. It has a bad aftertaste. Like it tastes good. Okay, this is a perspective thing. When you're drinking alcohol and it tastes okay, you think it tastes good because it tastes good for alcohol. But anything else in the world, drink-wise, that doesn't have alcohol or coffee in it is going to taste better than it. If you take a Mountain Dew or even an orange juice, something that an apple juice, something you like, is always going to actually taste better than it tastes good for alcohol. Same with coffee. When you have a good coffee, it tastes good for coffee, but is it actually good in comparison to other alternatives? No, it is not. A Monster energy drink or a Red Bull will always taste better than a coffee. But that's my opinion on it. Some of you guys might be delusional. If you're delusional, there's no saving you. You're doomed. Lime flavored alcohol? Dude, alcohol is terrible. That bitter aftertaste? No. No. I'm 30 and my taste buds are too strong. Like I thought with old age I wouldn't mind alcohol, but no, it's still just terrible. You like it because the effect it gives you and it tastes okay for alcohol. That's it. You're just addicted to sugar? Maybe? Your point? We like drinks that contain sugar? Yes. I mean, tea. Tea can taste good if it has sugar. But if tea is another one, anything that's bitter, if you drink tea without any kind of sweetness to it, like maybe if you put milk in it, it balances it. But if you ever drink tea and it's bitter, it's not good. But any tea with some kind of like flavoring that masks the bitterness, it can actually be masked. But coffee, you cannot mask the coffee bitterness. Actually, coffee can be. It's alcohol. Alcohol is the main thing. There's no masking true alcohol. You will always have the bitter taste at the end. You're all just seriously debating flavors from a southern white boy. All right. All right, that's fair. That's fair. Pepper, I don't even put pepper on stuff because it's too spicy. That's fair. You got me. Deity's palette. All right, whatever. All right, I'll shut up. I know my place. Dude, I went to a was it a Thai restaurant? I don't remember what kind of restaurant it was, but they have whatever restaurant I went to, they had like their spice levels. I think I got like a 2 and I was melting. I was sweating so bad. Actually, I think I went on one of it was, well, actually no, both times were a date and one of them was a first date. And it was the first time I ever tried the food. And the girl I was with, it was like a 5. She just got the max. She's like, I love this. She was a white girl too. And she got a 5 and she's like, you probably don't, you might want to get a 3. And I was like, okay, I'll get a 3. I couldn't eat it. I was dying. I was coughing the whole time for the first date. Like, we were trying to talk, and I was just coughing the entire time. She was laughing so hard, but it was embarrassing. That was not one of my more fun first date moments. Bro, I live in spice and Thai spice kicks my ass. Okay, I don't feel too bad then. Dr. Pepper, the intellectual drink? Yes. And it's not called Dr. Pepper, it is called barbecue water. We have a special name for it. Is Brig also a good thing for Banshee? I mean, probably works in Banshee. Just fine. Maybe it was good for her though, she laughed. I mean, maybe. I had just gotten out of a, like, other relationship whenever we went though, so I was not ready to start dating. Plus that was right when I started the new player guide, the last new player guide, and like my YouTube was popping, everything was going crazy. My Discord grew like 1,000 members in like a 3-day period. Like everything was going wild, and I was like, after it I was like, 1, I just got a relationship, I shouldn't be trying to jump into something because it's gonna fail. 2, I need to spend my time actually putting my career first. So like I had a lot of stuff I was thinking about. I was like, this is a really dumb idea. She's really cool though. So you make new player guides to get dates? No, she didn't know what game I played. Most of the time, if I ever go on dates, I don't let people, guys, being a streamer and then going on a date and letting them know like you haven't met the person yet, this is like your first meeting. And they don't know who you are. If you tell them what game you play in your online identity, they're going to go and watch your stuff and know so much about you before you ever meet them. And the idea of that, like if I told a girl that I am X person on Twitch, if you like, they come in and watch me before I ever meet them, that would be like me if they worked at a hospital going into the, like if they're in a surgery room helping, I go into the surgery room and just sit there and watch them. Like, that is so creepy. I will never tell a girl what my online, like, gaming identity is before I go meet them. She would think Deity is a clean name. Wait, where did that meme come from, Wilmaze? Where did that meme come from? I remember it. It was a girl that said that, wasn't it? She's like, Deity, that's a clean name. Who was it? Never tell them? No, I tell them eventually. But I don't want to. I don't want their first impression of we rated someone. She said that. Who was the girl? I remember we rated a girl. This was like 3 years ago. She's like, Deity, that's a clean name. I was like, we're in boys. Let's go. That was a long time ago. But she was cute, yeah. I have a weakness for Asian girls. My brain is programmed. Can't get away from it. Don't we all? Don't. The last girl I dated was Indonesian. An Indonesian doctor too. It was most proud moment. I did good. And I fumbled the bag. Fumbled the bag hard. Alright, let's go out of this. Can we go back in time to the Chinese E7 Championship? Wait, isn't that still going on? Doesn't it go on again tomorrow? 10 surveys, thank you. Done my part, blessed, thank you for helping. We're up to 140 surveys now. That's pretty good for a weekday. I really think we'll hit 1,000 surveys, meaning one of you guys that entered, you're gonna end up getting $500. So I'm very confident we can get 1,000 in the 2-week period because we have 2 full weekends of it. So this first weekend, if we can get to 1,000, it'd be awesome. It means we could maybe hit 2,000, but it could go crazy. This weekend when all the United States people are off for the week, they might be willing to do 10, 15, 20. I would like to come up, like I was saying earlier, what is something I could do that's like an incentive for for every survey completed, I do X thing. Like I do a streamathon for every survey that gets done, I stream an extra minute. Every survey equals 1 minute or something. Every survey equals 2 minutes. But how many hours is 10,000 minutes divided by 60? That's 166 hours? Hell no, never mind. Not doing that. Wait, 166 hours, is that bad? Yes, that is really bad. Every survey at 1 minute. That's a lot. 166 hours? That's almost like the entire time. Don't think I can do that. All right, let's do. Can we even awaken this? We need 5 middle ones for that. We can memory imprint once. Nice. Yeah, that's basically a full week. Is it the max 10K or 1? The max is 10K surveys. If we get 10K surveys, someone wins $5,000. If we get 1K surveys, someone wins 500. So if we get 2,500, someone wins 1,000. Well, no, someone wins 1,250. If we get 2,500, someone wins 1,250. Don't forget to tell new players to gamble all crystals in the secret shop. Yeah, I'm going to. I'm going to tell all players at first to save your sky stones, and I will teach you how to effectively use them as we get further into the guide. 1,000 surveys equals bathtub stream. It will be a bathtub stream, but I will be in a space suit. I will be in like an astronaut outfit. 10K minutes is just about a full week. Yeah, I didn't realize it was that long. That's a long time. I cannot stream that long. I will do a bathtub stream, but I will be naked, but inside an astronaut outfit. How much do those cost? Hold on. Hold on. Where do you even buy that? Let's go. I'm going to Amazon real quick. How much does an astronaut suit cost? Astronaut suit. $60? Wait, no, it's a cardboard cutout. Men's adult astronaut spaceman costume coverall pilot Air Force for $17? How much is the helmet? I need the helmet included. Actually, I could get it kind of cheap. That's not bad. This one's $25. It comes with a helmet. That is a tinfoil junk helmet. If we got 10,000 surveys, I would buy this and do a stupid ass stream with it. It's so cheap. I could go make one better than that for like $40 from Hobby Lobby. My first month on your guide helped me a lot. I was lucky and got ML Coward, ML Seria. I got C-List on free history. Not sure to get Zeo or ML Sermia. I think Zeo. The more I play right now, the better I see that Zeo is. And Lionheart Sermia requires Golden Rose to really see her full potential, but Sermia is so good. But I don't think you'll see as much success without doing a speed set Golden Rose big. Don't pick Zeo. Why do you not want to fight more Zeos? I'm good at sewing. I'll make one for you. Are you going to have enough time? All right, what is our next challenge? It's wait, acquire 20 small runes. Did I not get that? All right, let's just farm a handful of this real quick. Because I want to awaken my stun more. Want Super hard on farming Wyvern on Hunt and saving gold. I end up with 200 million. Hell yeah. I told you, new players, if you spend your resources, some of your sky stones on stamina, you will have more gold than you should need. It will take you a long time to reach that like gold equilibrium level, which is really good. Where can I use MLCC? Got her in free summons. Guild Wars Arena, she's a great tank for both of those in a controlled environment. And if you play her in RTA, you need a late picker. So she can be a good pick in RTA, but you need a 4th, 5th picker. If someone's cleaving you, 4th, 5th picker, they're probably going to ban it. Cecilia fits like a similar role to Eaton, though. But Cecilia, well, a lot of people do protection set Eaton. So protection set Eaton is basically just Cecilia. But Cecilia does more damage than Eaton. So a little difference between the two, but they're basically the same character now. This Fallen Cecilia might be a little better. How much barrier does protection set give? 12%. So if you have a 35,000 HP Eaton, you have a 4,000 over 4,000 HP barrier. How much is CC barrier? You have 30,000 HP on FCC. I think it's like a 5k barrier. It's about the same. Eaton eats more damage for your team though, yeah. But a protection set Eaton is almost the same barrier value as Fallen Cecilia, I'm pretty sure. The only thing would be Fallen Cecilia's damage. Like if you're fighting a squishy cleave team, Fallen Cecilia S3 does really good damage into that. She'll half health the entire team without critting or doing anything. Does LH Sermia need attack? No, she needs defense. She's a defense scaling character. She does more damage depending on how many defenses she has. Okay. I need small runes, and it's giving me all middle runes. Oh my gosh, it hasn't given me a single small rune yet. I know I'm farming the second lowest one. Just finished episode 21010. Is it worth it to farm for 8 Raz right away so I don't have a tank yet? Yeah, you can start trying to finish 8 Raz. It takes a while. So the sooner you start it, the better. Dude, the survey thing is kind of nice. I'm pretty sure I can say this. Like, no, I shouldn't say it. Just to be safe. I don't know this company and I don't want to make them mad, so I'm not going to say what I'm about to say. But the survey thing is kind of nice. Like, my kickback overall, it adds up really quick. Like, because I get a kickback for every survey. I just did the math, and it's not terrible. The lowest one is guaranteed to only give small runes. I know, but I needed 5 middle runes, so I'll just cancel it and do small runes from here. I needed 5 middle runes to awaken Stene. That's why I did this one. I just expected to get like a mixture of the two, but didn't happen. I usually do hell and then like 4 to 5 runs easiest. Yeah, that's what I always do too. But I was trying to be lazy and get both without having to click multiple times. Zeo is good because you always get first no matter how much speed he has. False. The higher you climb in RTA, you have to build like a 260 Zeo, which is like 16 average speed per piece, I think. If you didn't do streaming, what would you do? I worked in accounting before this. I went to school for accounting, so if I wasn't streaming, I would be in an accounting job somewhere. I worked for an insurance agency in their accounting department for a while. All right, well that's already done. That's what I did right before Epic 7. So the nice thing is, since I'm older, I was able to get some work experience. I thought he went first no matter what. No, Zeo goes first. He gets an extra 20% CR at the start of battle. So if you build him at however much speed, if you build him 260 speed, he goes up 330 speed. E7 more fun than accounting confirmed. I mean, I don't know if E7 is more fun than accounting, but waking up when I want to wake up is more fun than not waking up when I don't want to wake up. that is my that's my argument there. I would rather wake up when I want to wake up and do work on what I want to work on versus balancing however, like I used to balance like a couple million, multi-million dollar checks every week and find problems in them, and it was so annoying. There was always a problem, and I wasn't allowed to fix the problems. I had to send it back to the department that made the mistake. They would fix it, send it back to me. They would still be wrong. I'd have to call their manager, figure that out. It was not fun. It was a lot of what in the world is going on over there. I would love to know. Being your own employer over being someone's employee. Being someone's employee is nice because you can get like 401k match. There's some benefits. You can get some health insurance through the company. There's a lot of things that you don't get being self-employed. So if you guys that have your regular jobs, you also have the consistency of you're relying on somebody else. If I were to mess this up, I only have myself to blame. So the nice thing is when you work for somebody else, it's kind of they have to mess it up for you. So, or mess it up for it to go bad. Yeah, we pulled 3 Svens out of 5 summons. It's really unlucky. But yeah, there's a lot of things that aren't too great with working for yourself. Also, self-employment tax is absolutely insane. Like, I pay so much more in taxes making the same amount of money that I did working for somebody else. For some reason, you pay more money when you are self-employed. Don't really understand that. Why? Why is that a thing? My mom was in charge of early education in an entire school district. That sounds like what she had to go through during budgeting every year. Yep. I had to do that every single week, though, because working for an insurance company, you have like your auto claims. So you work with like other, you work with companies that usually are, how do I put this? Or how do I, so you're going to work with companies that do glass repair. You're going to work with companies that do rental cars. You're going to do companies for like the housing part. You're going to work with companies that do the, everything. I don't know. Everything. Anything that gets fixed through insurance, there's a provider that each insurance company uses. and then they have like deals set up through them, and then it always creates an absolute disaster trying to merge your two systems together to transfer data in between as to what they spent or what you owe them. Very annoying. Working a corporate job, if I have a bad day and don't get much done, I call out and still get paid. Exactly. If I can't call out. The only time, if I don't want to stream that day, the only way I can make money is asking you guys to do a sponsor that day, and then whatever like scrap YouTube money I make from old videos getting views, that's all I make. Or someone's sub renews. So like you don't get days off as a content creator without taking like a huge hit. So like taking weekends off isn't really a viable option. Because as a content creator, you're also on a limited term of how long you can work. So I have to make as much money as possible and save as much money as possible, or else I cannot retire. So there's a lot of downsides to doing content creation, but the upsides are nice. I will probably live longer because I'm not under the stress of working for someone else, which is always a good thing. Living longer probably is nice. I don't have to wake up at a certain time, so I always essentially should get the proper amount of sleep, which is huge. And then also not having the stress and getting full amount of sleep every night means that I'm going to get sick less. So I'm almost never sick. Like in the last like 10 years, you're gonna make your grandkids watch these 7 new player guys. I'm hoping that we get hit with a solar flare before then, because I don't want my grandkids to go back and be like, you were a nerd. All my grandkids will be like, damn, you're cool. But yeah, I'm praying, like, I want a solar flare to hit when I'm 50. And then I want to move to a lake and live without electricity for like a year. Catch fish every day. For food. Doesn't that sound nice? Good team for Abyss 88 without Spectre Tibria. Who do you have? Who'd you get from? Damn, your kids. Damn, your name. The fact that, guys, Deity is the best first-person shooter name. The fact that no Call of Duty person or someone has reached out to me to try to buy my online alias is depressing. Like, imagine Deity in CSGO. Imagine Deity. Like, the name Deity competing at the highest level on a video game. You can't tell me that's not sick. Right? That's such a cool name. Like any first-person shooter, a Rocket League player, a League player, anything. I think my name is awesome. If I had this exact job and I just started 10 a.m. instead of 7, I would basically be the perfect job. Me with something wrong. Is there a nuclear war? Would you rather live the blast or get vaporized instantly? Vaporized instantly. Would you sell it to them? No. They would have to offer an insane amount of money. Now I have a big brand name. Like, I have a pretty good sized brand now. If they would have tried to buy it from me a few years ago, I probably would have sold it. But now that I've kind of established myself pretty well, I mean, 20K on Twitch, 20K on YouTube. That's pretty good numbers. They would have to offer me a lot more money for me to sell it now. Me with we too low. I'm going to uni to be a pathologist, but I hate going to school. That's same with me. I dropped out of college, actually. I got a job offer. So I was in school to go for accounting, but then I got an accounting job offer, and I was like, if I'm going to get the job anyway, why am I going to school for the job that I'm going to get anyway? 20K on YouTube is enough to sustain you, or is Twitch better for that? It's kind of between the two. It's a mixture of both, and it's mostly sponsors. So there's a reason I take sponsors and beg you guys to do the sponsors. But I mean, it makes enough for me to pay my bills. Between Twitch and YouTube, that pays my bills. Sponsors is what pays for all the extra stuff. And plus, we've been getting like 300 subs a month with Twitch Prime and stuff. So like that makes my Twitch stuff really pretty decent. Anyone here got a degree in WGU? I haven't think I finished my BS there. What's WGU? Can I build General Purgus instead of Crozet? Yes, but if you build General Purgus, you do not use Mui. If you build General Purgus, you use Alexa instead of Mui. So you do Furious, Sigrid, Alexa as your team. What healer am I using? Get Tama max out, WTF? I didn't get Tama. I summoned on Tama and didn't pull her. I'm going to slowly pull Tama. I'm going to use Destina until I get Tama. That's what I had to do. Hey, Deity, is it worth maxing Tamarin? No, you don't need to do all of her stuff. You can 6-star Tamarin, but you don't need to do her extra stuff. That's... Like, even on my main account Tama was level 50 for all of Abyss. You don't even need to 6-star her. But 6-starring her just makes the chapter 3 and 4 a lot easier. Hey, I started watching your guide late and did not pick Destina selective. I have all the others you recommend. Tama Sari, would you start recommending you grab her in side story? Destina, you don't have to. Do you plan on playing RTA, Didza? If you plan on playing RTA, not having Destina for early RTA is really hard. Mort fight was so annoying. Yeah, I'm gonna make a video over Mort fight this time and put it on my second YouTube channel. Because I know a lot of people struggle with it. If your main objective is to play RTA, I would highly suggest getting Destina. Like, learning where to play Destina and why she's good is going to completely change your RTA experience. Like, Destina will legitimately raise your win rate 5 to 10% as a new player. Especially in the current debuff meta, I think she's going to be even better. Destina, yes. No, I'll go get her then. Yeah, you will not be sad that you have her. I followed Deity guide and now I have all that I need for started with 15k Wyvern 13 mats, so I can start. The longer you wait to craft and the better understanding that you have of the game, the better your crafting session is going to go. So just keep that in mind. Soon. I 6-star awaken almost every character I use because I hate having to scroll down further on the list. Yeah, I'm lazy. I never have epic catalysts, so. You're currently targeting IT as well, but I got courses from computer science. Yeah. So what do you guys think about AI right now? How do you think that's going to change the current like landscape of jobs and everything? Like it's getting implemented into everything, even like medical field stuff. So what all do you think AI is going to affect in the next 3 years? ChatGPT is lit. Like what do you think is going to be the overall effect on it just in the like job market? Because between AI and like the Tesla robots and stuff, like those are pretty much going to be shutting down all fast food jobs. All fast food places will be open 24/7 again, and they're going to be manned by one employee. And those employees are going to be on 8-hour shifts. Like McDonald's and like places like that are going to go from employing 30 or 50 people per store down to employing like 8 per store. I hope robotics will advance with AI. Is it going to be a good thing though? What do you guys think? Depends on the job. You'll always need a human professional and double check the work of AI because it's never going to be perfect. It will be perfect. The thing is AI eventually will be better than human. It already pretty much is in a lot of fields. Like you'll have one person overseeing everything, but other than that, AI can do anything a person can but better. I don't know where I can say X plus math for AI, but I think AI is a bad thing. I think AI is a bad thing. The way it's looking, there's an AI streamer, Neurosum on Twitch. She's actually fairer than human streamers. See, that's scary. So AI is just going to take over everything, including entertainment. So literally no one is going to have work. The only people that are going to have work are going to be the people that are able to do maintenance or fix any issues that come with like machinery. Correct? That's going to be the only people with jobs in 20 years. At least I understand what GPT writes. In 20 minutes learning Java, JX, and database, I barely know. Have you ever watched Vivi Floret's Eye? It's about AI and literally implies like everything bad about it, and it's hella good. I have not. Hand workers will be the only workers. Yeah. Well, even hand workers, like you can teach a machine to weld. You can teach a machine to do roofing. You can teach a machine to do plumbing. All of that stuff can be done. So eventually, and the thing is, when creating like the Tesla bot robots, they teach each other. So every time you teach one of them one thing, they all will learn it. Everything with the same program inside, they are constantly updating. Every time one of them makes a mistake, all of them now will not make that mistake a second time. That's crazy. Imagine if whatever job you're in, every mistake you made and learn not to make it again, a computer is going to learn not to make the mistake and share it with everybody else that does your job in the world. Now there's never going to be that mistake made again, and they are never going to forget that because it's in their programming. Like it will not happen. So over time, it is going to be better than everything, I think. From my understanding and just looking at it basic level, like I don't see how it's not just going to take over everything. It'll take a while to get to that point still from where we're at now, but it's scary. All right, so we're going to level up right side gear. How much speed does Speed Sarmia need? Like minimum 160. His speed's kind of juicing. AI won't be universal. There are things that humans must do, e.g. we could have self-driving cars, reliability of that. It's going to be a nightmare to untangle. Is it though? Is it going to be a nightmare to untangle? At first it would be, but over time it would. There wouldn't be any accidents. If every single car is AI driven and they're all interconnected, even a deer or somebody running out into the road, they will all react at the exact same millisecond, faster than any human reaction time, meaning that there isn't someone not paying attention. There's always something paying attention. And they are going to respond off of each other when they're driving next to each other. So, like, automobiles are technically safer with a machine driving them. Human error is the biggest cause of mistakes in almost everything there is. So, eliminating human error from everything is insane. Like, there is going to be machine error too, obviously. Things can go wrong, but over time, machine error will be minimized to almost nothing. All you need is a few thousand casualties for AI driving to be perfected. Yeah, exactly. And are we willing as a society to sacrifice 1,000 people or 5,000 people to have next to no accidents ever again? Or we can go the route of everyone continues driving and we have 100,000 automobile deaths per year. So do we sacrifice 5,000 people to fix this, or do we continue to kill 100,000 people every year by human mistake? That's where we're at. That is where we're at in almost everything right now. There's a lot of those like moral questions that do we sacrifice so many people to get to the point where we don't have these problems in the future? Oh yeah, the US can prefer AI beginning universal basic income. That's the only solution. If AI takes over like all jobs, universal basic income is the only way to survive, for people to survive. And the people that have extra hobbies that can make them money, those are the people that can get ahead. But once we go to UBI, there's no turning back. And I don't see it overall being a good thing. It sounds great in theory. I don't know. I spend too much time on the internet, okay? I'll say it. If you could reduce Autodesk by 95%, that'd be a huge win. Exactly. I'm a UBI person. I like the idea of UBI, but imagine all the people on UBI that UBI isn't enough for them to live the life that they want are going to resort to crime and taking money from other people because they don't need to work. If their basic needs are covered, but they want something else, they're going to go steal it. So with UBI increasing, I could see crime increasing too. Because most people do not commit crimes because they are not getting by. Most crime is committed by people who are greedy and want more than the next person. I mean, maybe not more. Maybe it's like the same, but a lot of current crime and like stealing from one another is like not from people who need money. So universal basic income is really sketchy. Why can't you get UBI and work for more? The thing is, are you going to be able to work for more? And if the people who don't want to work are just going to be on UBI, and when the people who are going to work to get ahead, those people have all day to just go rob your house or do whatever they want. So UBI is a little scary because I mean, it's overall could be a good thing, but with human nature, I don't think it works. I mean, that's already true. It is already true, but it would be worse. Because the thing is, with UBI, right now, a lot of people that steal also, for the people, they don't have cars, so they're not able to drive around and steal your FedEx packages because they can't afford a car. With UBI, if UBI covers your housing costs and the ability to buy a car, now everyone then has cars, and then they have all the tools needed for crime. Once those UBI checks start hitting, you go buy a gun in America, and bang, you now can go make infinite more money. So it's scary. I don't know. No, any positive thing you do in the world, there's going to be a negative impact on it from it too. And does the negative impact or does the positive impact outweigh the negative? Gun equals infinite money glitch. It does in America. You get a gun, infinite money glitch. Do you not play Grand Theft Auto? AI-driven cars will have cameras on all sides, so crime will be detected and caught immediately. That would be ideal, right? But there are people that prefer privacy. Guys, nothing you do in life is private. All of you guys that are watching Twitch, you know that. I'm sure you guys are aware of that. But like, people are freaking out. They're like, government has access to your phone. They can turn their camera on anytime they want. No shit. They can hear everything you're saying. Who cares? Don't say stuff you shouldn't say. It's not that big of a deal. Like, why are you worried about the government listening to you? What does it matter? What are you doing that the government shouldn't be listening to you? I don't think it matters. If you're committing crimes and the government's listening to you, then maybe you shouldn't be committing the crimes. That one man that his wife caught him cheating, that's fair. You shouldn't be cheating. Live your life to a higher moral standard. If you live your life to a high moral standard, why do you care about so many of those things? Like, treat others with respect and don't do stupid stuff. And then what does it matter? Government complained about TikTok? Yeah. Mic is always on, etc. Yeah. But there are people that like put their phones in aluminum foil at night or like when they get home from work and stuff. And it's like, dude, why do you care? There are how many billion people are on the planet? 8 billion people. Do you really think the government gives a single shit what you're doing as long as you're not doing anything absurdly illegal? No, they don't care. You are not as important as you think you are. That is another issue. People think their level of importance to the world is absurdly high. It's not. We're all replaceable. We die, there's gonna be someone taking our spot tomorrow. If we quit our job, there's someone to take our job tomorrow. Like, we are not special. My mom told me I'm special? I don't know. It's so silly. If the guy really cares is to go out and live in the wild, yeah. Like, I just don't understand what you're doing that you're scared of the government hearing you. It's like, I'm committing tax fraud. Okay, now I said that. I'm now on whatever list. Like, I don't get it. I think privacy is important even when you don't do anything bad. But why? Like, privacy is important to your peers. Like, you want privacy from your peers. Do you care about having privacy from someone who doesn't give a shit about you nor never will? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if someone can hear or see the things that you do that is never going to interact with you. Like, you want privacy from your friends and family when you do something that, like, maybe like watching anime, for example. Like, maybe you have a secret hobby that maybe you don't want everybody knowing about. Yeah, privacy makes sense there. But overall, like, Why does privacy matter past that? If people that aren't going to ever share what you do know what you do, why do you care? They're never going to share it. If they do, they should be held like liable for. Also, I don't want my mom to know I love tentacles. Only the FBI guy. Yeah, that's fair. I'd rather fap in private. You are fapping in private. The person that could see what you're doing, it does not care. Those people have the job of seeing what everybody does. Do you think what you're doing is the worst thing they've seen that day? If so, maybe you need some help. All right, maybe you shouldn't be doing that. If you're that worried about the things that you're looking up online is a little bit worse than everyone else that FBI agent is watching, which isn't how it works. But if you really think what you're doing is worse than the billions of other people on the planet, then maybe take a step back and find a new kink. Like, kink shaming is weird. I kind of am. Like, I look up some weird stuff sometimes. I don't know. We all do, I'm sure. But if you're doing something that sketchy, maybe tone it back a little bit. But I agree. You should have privacy from your parents. Like, they shouldn't know the stuff you're doing. We all do look at weird shit online. We all do. I don't know. Sometimes, some of those nights, it just hits. You're like, hey, it shows your history. I don't know. My history's been... My history is pretty clean. But occasionally I'll click on some weird stuff. But just when you ever are worried about your privacy from the government, think about the other 300 million Americans that are also looking up some weird ass shit every day on their phone. Is yours weirder than theirs? No. Then you're fine. No one cares. The one person that might eventually see it, that is their job to make sure people aren't doing absolutely crackhead stuff on the internet. I'm not American? Okay. Well, most governments have the same thing in place, but as soon as a benevolent government with history has shown to be opposite, what's the government gonna do? The government's gonna come after 200 million people that looked up, I don't know, what's something weird? I don't want to say anything weird because then you guys are gonna think I'm into it. Okay, I'll pause it there. But they're not gonna go after 100 million people who looked up something weird. That's just gonna stay private. Like, the data's out there. Like, if the data gets leaked, yeah, feet pics, there you go. If you're super into feet pics, you spend $400 a month on feet pics. Like, you know how many people spend thousands, tens of thousands of dollars a month on feet pics? Probably hundreds. So you are on the very bottom of that. The only time you need to be worried about that if you're the #1 feet pic connoisseur. I live for feet pics. If I see somebody, I'm messaging them, I'm offering them $200 for feet pics right there. When I go to the park, I'm immediately offering money to buy that girl's socks. That's when you're weird and need to tone it down. But OnlyFans go crazy, yeah. If you look up political stuff, then it's very likely the government does look you up. Yeah, they probably do. And the only time this matters is if you're going to run for political office. Like, how many of you guys are going to run for office somewhere? Nobody. You're not going to go run. How many of you? If you're going to go run for office, you shouldn't have been looking up weird shit to begin with. Came to stream, unmute. I love feet pics. You're paying for feet pics. Didn't know we're into all that stuff, Mitch. I'm just saying, not all of you are, but everyone's got their own weird stuff, okay? But you are not the only one with the weird stuff. There are thousands of other people with that same interest you have. And as long as you're not the #1 person, you are fine. Even if you run for office, nobody cares. Can you imagine seeing, well, Joe Biden, I don't even know if he could use a cell phone, but just imagine looking up like Kamala Harris or even Trump, looking up their search history when Trump's alone at night in one of his mansions. Who knows what that dude's looking up? Whew, I can't imagine. Kamala Harris, probably a freak too. It's Trump, how to evade tax. That's pretty good. I'm Turkish. I hear people getting jailed for posting stuff online every single day on the news. I want privacy. Posting stuff online publicly, you should be held accountable for. There should be no privacy. If you are posting stuff online that other people see, there should be no privacy there. You should be linked to whatever account you're posting stuff online to. I'm a firm believer in that. People should not have anonymity, or whatever the word is, when you're on a social media platform. If you are spreading information of any kind, you should be liable for the information you're spreading. I am very adamant about that. I hate the idea of anonymous people spreading absolute crackhead logic, and it's spreading. Now, that is also a double-edged sword, though, because if you have a corrupt government or anything, you're trying to whistleblow or anything like that, then kind of you're going to be too scared to ever come out against anything corrupt. So I do see the double-edged sword on that. Okay, maybe some online anonymity can be good in some scenarios, but 99.9% of the time, you do not need to be anonymous online. Sounds like you actually trust the government. I don't trust the government at all. But what can we do against the government? We can't do shit. What do you think we could do if the government decides to absolutely screw us? One, they can't, because our military is consisting of our brothers, sisters, fathers. That's our military. Do you really think our military is going to follow the direction of them? Some of them will, majority of them will not. I know whenever you join the military, you have to sign that basically say that you're okay with going against the US citizen, but no one's going to actually do that. Some will, most will not. Thoughts on communism? It doesn't work. The idea behind it seems good. I think not necessarily good. I shouldn't say good, but communism does not work in the way that you would want it to work. On paper, I'm pretty sure on paper sounds amazing. In practice, terrible. But no, I don't trust the government at all, but I just know our limitations, and also the government's limitations. They can only do so much. We need AI overlords. I think that'd be the best. A world government run by AI. I actually think that could go pretty well. But the bad thing is who writes the AI? What is the AI's overall guidelines? What is best for humanity? How do they decide what's best for humanity when they're not human? Now, they decide what's best for humanity's survival. Lock the doors tonight. We're fine. But is the AI doing what's best for humanity's overall survival, or are they doing it for overall happiness? That is two things that could be a very different AI overlord experience. Do we want to live happy lives, or do we want the human race to last the longest possible? That would completely change the dynamic there. Everyone's getting drafted. Fuck the rules that are set up. What do you mean everyone's getting drafted? Oh, you mean in drafts for war? How many people are skipping the draft, though? You know how many people are going into hiding? I think if the US had a draft, dude, no one's going. Everyone is too selfish. No one has any respect for the country, including me. At this point, I have no respect for, everyone's going into hiding. And the thing is, the people are not going to be able to go fish the people out to take them from war. I'm safe from drafting. I'm too old. You're 70? You know you can be drafted up until the age of 60. The draft starts at age 20, or age 19? The draft starts at 18 and goes up to 25. But in most... Oh, he's 65. Okay. It stops 65. I knew it was between 60. I thought it was 63 for some reason, but yeah, okay. You're safe. But the thing is, the draft starts from age 18 to 25, and then if they don't get enough people in that, then they're going to expand the number, and there's batches that they expand the number in. So the first batch is anyone who's 18 through 25, and then when they're like, oh crap, they all died. Now we got to get everyone who's 26 to 31. Okay, they're all dead. Now we need to get to 32 to 30, whatever. It's not necessarily they're all dead, but it's just a number of troops. Why did you have to 60-year-old to depopulate the planet? Do you guys see Bill? Oh God, we're gonna go into conspiracies. Wait, this could be a hilarious stream. Bill Gates buying up all the farmland right now, and he's very adamant about reducing population, when Elon Musk is on the complete opposite side about, yo, you guys need to make some babies. What is going on? Is Elon Musk the superhero we've all been waiting for? This is the last round I need to do this. I just think we have different viewpoints. Oh, we definitely do. We all live very different lives depending on where you're from. What's the rule on sharing links? Well, what kind of link are you trying to share? If it's anime porn, sure. If it's anything educational, no. Those are the rules for my links. Elon is just a fabricated opposition. Yeah. Who knows? The world's crazy. Like looking at it from behind, we have no idea what's really going on. We can make assumptions and try to guess, but all we know is Soros. Soros rules everything. Soros is in control of the entire world. George. I think it's George Soros. Who are the other like super quadruple 100x billionaires of the world? That aren't actually billionaires on paper. Roth, yeah, there's like 4 families that are just infinite wealth that just control everything. Rothschilds, yeah, those guys. Yeah, those are the people that I think everyone could just come to the conclusion. The Rockefellers, Rothschilds, Soros, like those couple families they control everything. We all can just deduce, no matter what country you're in, they are controlling it in some capacity. Either controlling it or have a very insane influence over what's happening wherever you're at. I'm saying this looks like a no 2024 new player guide. You'll be misguide guy. Well, luckily no one's gonna watch this far into day 2 of the thing, so we don't have to worry about it. They will have gotten bored when I was talking about the sponsor and left. So I don't think anyone's gonna watch this far in. Yeah, BlackRock's the like company. That's not the name of the people. Ooh, we could do the crafting event too. What was I claiming here? Perhaps, but we are still here. You're here now, but someone getting into the stream. Clear golems. Oh, it's 10 times or more? Holy moly, we gotta farm the crap out of this. Golem 6, 10 times or more. Lizard people listen for keywords. Wait, you just made me say lizard people out loud. I've said too much. Like if I go out to get food, now, I'm doomed. This is possibly my last stream. We'll miss you. Appreciate it. By the way, did you try Black Clover? It looks fine. I did not try Black Clover. I mean, Black Clover is going to be fun for like a week, but any of those IP-based gachas, I don't see them lasting longer than, like, the hype of them lasting longer than 2 weeks. I could see the game being reasonably sized for like a couple months, but this is just super right Twitter points. What do you mean super right Twitter points? Like right-wing Twitter points? Is that what you're saying? The game completely flopped in Asia? Not surprised. Nah, I won't miss this person. I don't even know who he is. I've never associated with him. Yeah. I mean, I'm very open-minded. I have my opinions on certain things, but I love hearing the other opinions because my brain can only think so many steps, right? And I can only think about the things that I would. So like I love hearing the other opinions on all this stuff. That's why I like talking about this. Like I have my things, but if anyone has like counter arguments to certain things, I love hearing that because it's fun. I mean, there's not much to talk about in the world, right? Good growth mindset, not a fixed one. I'm just on anything. Need a pet guide? Tristan Wolf has a really good one. If you look up Tristan Wolf on YouTube, Tristan Wolf pet guide. Danielle, anime is manga is decent. I only forgot you. Leave me alone. But I know a lot of my thought processes are really sheltered, is I guess the way to put it. Like, I've lived a pretty easy, comfortable life. So someone who's struggled with more things definitely will have a different mindset than me. And lizard people aren't real. We would have run out of bugs by now. What do you mean? Aren't all bugs like machines? Well, no, that's birds. Well, no. So here's the thing. Lizard people are real. So you know in the United States that all pigeons are actually like government drones. So the reason all pigeons are government drones is because all the lizard people who predominantly live in North America are all eating all the pigeons. And they ate all the pigeons to extinction, but they couldn't release that information because then people would know lizard people exist. So they had to create pigeon drones to keep that hidden. So there you go. No, that is a take I 100% agree with. Oh shit. All right, what's some more? What else can I explain to you guys? Never thought about that way? Yeah, so the thing is, lizard people, why would lizard people are big. Why would they eat bugs? Lizard people are going to eat a bigger animal, which would be a small bird. Do you know, wait, do you happen to know what your MBTI is? I don't know what MBTI is. What is MBTI? What is MBTI? Myers-Briggs Type Indicator. No. Sounds like I have to take a test, and I dropped out of college for a reason. No shot I'm taking a test. I'm 29 years old. How about OceanGate? Real or setup? What's OceanGate? Guys, I don't know anything about conspiracies. I just see a little thing occasionally, and I think, how can I turn this into something stupid to talk about on stream? Why wouldn't they eat humans? How is a lizard person gonna fit a human down their throat? Guys, okay, here's another thing. Lizard people control the United States. They killed all the pigeons. They ran out of food. Now they're trying to, Bill Gates is buying farmland to grow artificial meat because it's toxic to humans, but good for reptilian people consumption. But the reason America is so overweight is because if you're too skinny, lizard people can eat you. So that is why everyone in America, that's why fast food was invented by smart people to help combat lizard people. So now everyone in America is too fat for a lizard to eat in one gulp. Okay? So American obesity has a reason. There's a genetic reason why we evolved to be fatter so that the lizard people cannot eat us. Does that make sense? We are just one step ahead of the lizard people. I mean, they could chop them up. That's cheating. Lizard people don't have teeth. Well, do they have teeth? Do lizards have teeth? So my sky sense on energy doesn't feel good. It's never gonna feel, well, it should feel good. Once you see the progression, it'll feel good. I always knew being fat was not my fault. It's the system. You had no chance. You never had a chance. So any kind of diet pills or anything, that is 1 billion% the lizard people trying to get you to lose weight. Just look at crocodiles, they have no teeth. Okay, I know crocodiles. Are crocodiles lizards? Aren't they dinosaurs? Lizards aren't dinosaurs. Crocodiles are dinosaurs. What do you think Judge Kisei needs to be great? How much dumber can this conversation get? Hold on. Let me make a cope reason for something else. 5 millionaires get in a small sub and see the Titanic wreck. They get stuck and imploded. I don't know anything about that one. I haven't dug deep enough into that one. But I haven't dug deep enough into that one. I haven't dug deep into anything. Chickens are dinosaurs? Chickens are dinosaurs. It was a hit job, but who did what on that submarine? Pigeons are dinosaurs? No, chickens are dinosaurs. Pigeons are not dinosaurs. What else has happened recently? Dinosaurs get zapped with lasers and turned into chickens and then get transported to Earth? Oh, you're talking about the portal that's under the pyramids? Or no, not the portal's not under the pyramids. Where's the portal at? The portal to Nibiru? You guys know what I'm talking about? Where is that located? Wasn't Osama bin Laden trying to protect it? The portal was like around where Osama bin Laden was, right? It's in the Middle East. Mariana Trench. The portal to Nibiru is not in Mariana's Trench. It's like where all the UFOs. Oh my god, did you guys see the 3 spinning orbs around flight Malaysia 370? Wait, that's a good topic. You guys see the footage of those 3 orbs and it like opens the portal and the plane disappears? Yeah, so what's your thoughts on that? That's a good one. I saw that on Twitter recently. That's a fun one. What do you think of that footage? Is that real? Yeah, you guys haven't seen that? There's like the flight to Malaysia that went missing. They have like footage of it now. Footage came out that's like 3 orbs spinning around it and it like opens a portal and the plane just disappears through the portal. And they're like trying to find out how to confirm that the video is fake, but they can't find the original video. So they can't like prove that the video is fake. And it's like a huge ordeal now. Like Kim.com's like offering like $100,000 reward to whoever created the video to show that it's fake. There's a bunch of stuff going on. I should become a news streamer. With takes like people in America got fat through fast food to save themselves from lizard people. That has to be like Alex Jones level of copium. Except I don't scream at stuff, so I don't think I could be an Alex Jones. Plus, I don't think I'll ever be that passionate about anything in my life. They made a movie on that, Flight 826 or 828. That was before the new footage came out, though. They're gonna have to redo that movie, just like I'm redoing the new player guide. Wasn't there a triangle in the ocean that did the same? I don't know. I'm not familiar on that one. At the portal open, forgot to close it. My bad. Go close it, please, before the next chicken dinosaur delivery drop comes. Like, there's a Bermuda Triangle, but that just shuts down stuff. All right, we're done with Golem Hunt, finally. So from now on, if I ever farm Golem, it's only talking about conspiracy stuff the whole time. That's the new rule for the stream. And that's going to happen never, because I'm never farming Golem again. Remember fellow E7s or Ryzen Jishkisa where baits drain your account? Agreed. Clear stage 310 of mining Arcanon City. I have to be close to this. That's my fault. I left the portal open. My bad. Today was a fun stream. We got a little off the rails. But I think for a new player guide, if a new player gets an E7 and finds this part of the guide stream, it's over. They're quitting Epic 7. They're like, what the fuck idiots are playing this game? You have to farm Golem 10? Oh, I do have to do 10 minutes or 10 runs of Golem 10. That'll give us like 30 more minutes of conspiracy conversation. You guys better come up with go conspiracy hunt. Don't go into anything too political. Like, I don't want to talk about Sandy Hook. I won't talk about any of the ones that get me in trouble. But the fun ones, the lizard people, I'm down for that. I love if they rework Golem sets at some point. They already have in the past. Golem sets used to be even worse. The side effect of RTA kicked in. The brain, Sandy Hook, it was a shooting in the United States. There's like certain conspiracies that Alex Jones got in like huge trouble for talking about that one. I don't want to talk about anything like that. If people lost their lives to a certain extent, like I won't talk about 9/11, anything like that. But the funny ones, I'm down for funny ones. Hey, what's up, Tarek? RTA PTSD really is a thing? Yep. The reason why Mark Zuckerberg doesn't like Elon Musk is because Mark is a lizard person, Elon is a mole person. Wait, why would a mole person want to go into space, though? I feel like if Elon was a mole person, he would be avoiding space at all costs. He would be putting all his effort into tunnels. Or wait, the space thing is to distract you from the fact that he is a mole person. Because my thought process there was, why would a mole want to go to space? So Elon couldn't be a mole, but that's the camouflage right now. That's what Elon Musk is trying to bamboozle us. That makes sense. That's scary. We just found Elon Musk's kryptonite. Someone get on Twitter and let him know we're onto him. He's not fooling anyone anymore. I never learned what happened to the boring company that I made. Licensing, permits, and California trying to stop him from doing it, basically. He's having to go through like 10-year-long permit battles to be able to get it set up. Space has tunnels or wormholes. Ooh, moles and wormholes. So that's one thing that we've never tested as a society, is putting a mole in a black hole. What if that creates a duplicate world? Maybe that's the secret. So if we want to create a second Earth and restart everything to where we have a safe planet to go to for when the sun explodes, we have to go up, find a black hole, and throw a mole into it. Or just shoot a spaceship with a mole piloting it. That could be something. You still provide rerun services? I do not right now, sadly. I do not have the free time because I'm too busy sitting here talking about the dumbest shit I've ever talked about, probably in my life. It is 3 p.m. and this is like a 10 p.m. conversation. We need to ride wormholes to use wormholes would make sense. Maybe. God bless you, bro. Eventually I will offer that stuff again, but I don't have it. Space XX escape space. What is that? Dude, if you guys have me get drunk on a stream, you think this conversation's stupid. If I get drunk and talk about this stuff, it's over. You will hear some of the dumbest things you've ever heard a human being say within that stream. That might be coming up. That sounds really fun. Except the problem is if I drink too much, I will end up saying something that could get me in trouble. Probably. It won't be something that I mean, but I'll try to say it as a joke, but it'll be too much, probably. You hit Master in RTA yet? Dog, I'm not even ranked 20. I think I'm ranked like 36. I'm pushing counterside story mode as I hear about space and mole people. Is Destina better than Tamarin on story mode because of the revive? No. You want to switch Destina for Tamarin the second you get her. Destina is purely a PvP character or a slow Banshee farming character. That's all she's used for. She can, she's really good for Arena and Guild War, but the second you get second you get Tamarin, switch Tamarin for Destina. And ride sea turtles instead of submarine? I don't think that works. Deity, what's your recommendation? I got Sharoon and Senya. I mean, what should I story summon be? Lilius Yulha. Lilius Yulha would be the best. I would just skip story summon for now. Don't even worry about your next story summon. Wait until next week because we're going to be getting some new banners and announcements next week. Don't even worry. Is Celine? I think Celine's terrible. I almost never fight a Celine where I'm like, oh my god, this Celine's so good. There's only like a couple drafts that you can like force a good Celine into Lua. So, I don't know. Or it's not even force Celine into Lua, it's force Celine into Fire Lilius. Like if you pick Lua Celine, sometimes you can get a nasty draft out of that, but I have always thought Celine is garbage. Oh god, someone clipped me saying something really stupid and put in Discord. Nice. That's gonna be fun. That'll be fun to watch later. I'm thinking we should have an Ancient Inheritance next week. Ancient Inheritance won't start next week. It would be announced next week. We always get like a 1 week warning for an Ancient Inheritance. So that way you can like get your guild in order, kick your idiots, and recruit new people that are actually gonna help. I haven't used the selective summon yet. I kind of want to pick Sez over Destina since I have Tamarin, but I'm afraid I'm going to ruin my progress. Sez is terrible. Sez is a horrible character. You won't ever use him for anything. If you want to pick him because he looks cool, go ahead, but he's not usable. He's He's usable for end-to-end game players, and he's still terrible. Like, you put the best gear on your account on him and make him work occasionally, but there's always a better character you could use. You'd probably use 3 stars that would do more than he would. So, Says is awful. Between Destina and Rowana, which should be level first? Destina. Rowanna's not too great. Rowana for a new account might be okay as an additional way to fight Landy, but the problem is if you pick Rowana, then you have one less character that can even kill Landy, and you're putting yourself at like a disadvantageous position. So I think Rowanna's in probably the worst spot she's ever been. Celine is good for new players. Deity Summer 23. Celine is terrible. Celine can be good for new players because new players don't know how to use her. Celine in high level RTA is terrible. Says my first 5-star I ever had. Well, he's bad. And he just got buffed, meaning there's no chance that he's going to be good past this. Just a warning. All right, have we done enough? Have we done enough for the day 2 guide? Do we pull up the main account? How many games of RTA do you think we can lose in 30 minutes? I have conspiracy brain going on, meaning I don't think I'll be able to formulate even half of a draft. Which probably would be really fun. Says best character in game. To be honest, if not, name 5 2-star counter picks. This stream changed my mindset. This stream, I will never look at the world the same. Bro, I was about to pull for Rowana, and I no, I'm not sure I want to anymore after what you just said. I think Rowana's in a really bad spot. And even in PvE, she's not very good. So, all the content you'd use her in PvE isn't even worth farming as a new player. If you have her, it's okay. But going out of your way to get Rowana right now is just not very useful. Maybe in the future she'll come back. Like she's a timeless character that in certain times she'll be really good. But the problem. So here's the thing. You would think Rowana would be good. Rowana good in lab, not really. Like she's like one boss that she's okay against, but you can just use Justine instead. But with Rowana, you would think she's insane right now, right? Because ML Landy, Euphine, all those characters are insanely strong. But if you try to pick Rowana into ML Euphine or ML Landy, she just dies. There's a reason like hardly anyone's picking her right now. She just doesn't do enough for your team. The ML Landy just one-shots you through all of it still. You stay alive until ML Landy gets her S3 and she has attack buff and just farms your entire existence. And kills your DPS still. Conspiracy Awakening update was actually good. The sheeple were too blind to see the potential. I don't agree with that. The only reason I don't agree with that is because the person who took over Smilegate, or the person who's like at the head of whatever, I think they are a huge liability for the company. Oh, it was going to be pay to play, yeah. If it wasn't him behind it, I think it could have potentially been okay. But since it was him pulling the strings, it was going to be bad. So I need to start my story time and Sue. Yeah, see what's coming first. You never need to rush a story summon. Just save your resources for a while. Like if you don't, guys, if you ever have a story summon available, think about, am I going to use that character right now? Like if I get them, am I going to use them right now? Do I need them for RTA or a PvE content right now? If you don't, and you don't have the gear for them already ready, then you don't need to summon them. They're just going to sit on your account. I locate wish we get the Awaken update solely for the new rune after alter difficulty. It added a lot of cool potential things. I love running ML Rowana. Resistance doesn't matter if you ain't critting. Yeah, ML Rowana, I'm getting her from my thing. Okay, so let's pull up. We're done with the new player guide for today. I'm going to pull up my main account. And let's go play a couple RTA matches and lose in spectacular fashion. Deal? Even if it was content for a while, 100% going to kill any chance of the game growing? Yes. It would be fun for existing players, so it would kill any new player from wanting to get into the game. What's the best 5-star knight for beginners? Arrowell, Eller Crow, Eaton. Arrowell, Eller Crow, Eaton. Best 3 knights. Agree? I have a story summon available. I'm just too lazy to do adventure to get summons. Relatable. What's the main account password? Sharing is caring. Cockballs 49. Alright, give me them Leafs. RTA. Alright, no, how are we at even win rate? I picked Benevolent Roman last game. Oh, because AU Fiend is the most broken character in the universe. It's like, it's very hard to actually have a negative win rate right now. If you pick AU Fiend at all, you just win games that you never should. Like, I'm picking Broman. Specimen says Eaton is good. I have him. I don't like his design. Eaton's design is terrible, but he's a super good character. I didn't realize how good he was until recently. You're so excited to get my Malona next week? Wait, you're getting Malona next week. Isn't it still 10 days before anyone gets their character? Guys, I am tempted to end the YouTube live stream. I have a Twitch sponsor I need to do. I'm about to go below 50 win rate. I'm usually at 60. Is it 10 days? I think it's more than 10 days before you would get him. But guys, I think I'm going to end the YouTube live stream because I want to listen to music. I think I need like a mental reset after our current conversation. So I'm going to end the YouTube live stream. If you guys want to come over to Twitch, you can. If not, understandable, all good. But here's a link to my Twitch channel. This is the part where I beg you for Twitch Prime subs. If you have a Twitch Prime sub available, now is the best time to use it. Yesterday was better. But all right, I'm going to end the YouTube live stream. If you guys want to come over, hang out, there's the link. But just going to leave us? I'm going to leave you because I don't want to play RTA because that's supposed to be a video. Like, that's supposed to be new player. It's a new player guide, and I don't want to be playing RTA. Okay? I want to end the YouTube stream so that the new player guide is just that. It is the new player guide, and that's it. We're picking hand guy. I'm gonna end up not picking in time. Hold on. After I make my character picks, I'm ending YouTube live stream though. So come over to Twitch. I'll see you here. If I don't see you here, it is what it is. I pick DDR every game. That's the rule. DDR every game. Okay. So I'm gonna end the YouTube stream though. See you over on Twitch if you want to come.